Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. So today I am with James from
Hello.
Mantic Games and Adam as well, and he's here to help us play the first, I suppose, almost the final version.
Pretty much, yeah.
Of Hellboy The Board Game.
You said Hellboy.
I know, I'm
Well
not.
done.
I'll never live that down, will I now? So you may have already seen the Mantic run through of the game, which showed two of the characters, which was Hellboy and Ape Sapien. In this run through, we're going to use two of the other characters, and I think these are the two you get in the core set.
Yeah. So what we're doing, we're filling in the other half of the core box here. So you've got Liz Sherman and Johann Kraus, who are two very different characters. So this should be a bit of fun.
Fantastic.
And so with the Mantic video, we kind of jumped straight into the action. But I thought today, if I show you guys a bit of how the game's set up as well, give you like the full experience. What we've got here is the case file we're calling an amphibian encounter. That's what it's called for now. Who knows, it might change. Everything you see here is work in progress, guys, just so you're aware. But this is not going to be one of the ones from the core box. This is a demo that we're putting together separately for the Kickstarter and whatever else afterwards. So no spoilers. You can watch this and then play your full copy of Hellboy and not feel like you've missed out and stuff.
It won't ruin what you've bought.
Exactly. So first things first, you've both chosen a character.
Yeah.
So Adam, you're going to be playing as Liz Sherman, who is a big kaboomy pyrokinetic person. She has a few issues when it comes to controlling her power, but don't worry, it's pretty much fine. You've got your miniature, you've got your big agent card, a couple of starting cards there, which are just some basic equipment you've got. You've got a gun and your living flame track, which tracks kind of how powerful your
fire I am.
how on fire you are, precisely. Flip your gun card over, because that says out of ammo. There you go. They've got an out of ammo side and a fully loaded side. So you're starting fully loaded, so don't worry about that. Johann, you're the ghost of a German expert in the paranormal who is walking around inside a containment suit. You have the ability to project your astral form around the board, possess things, all sorts of fun stuff. You're not great in a fight, though, so maybe stay away from the enemies a little bit.
It's a good tip.
And you've got your ectoplasmic cohesion, which is a card which tracks just kind of how together you are in a ghosty sense.
Okay.
You don't want that to drop too low or you're going to go out the game. And you've got a gun as well, because sometimes mundane things just work nicely, you know? Yeah. I'll tell you guys how your cards work in a minute. What we need to do first is set the game up.
Okay.
So when you play a game of Hellboy, you're playing through what we call a case. And a case is run from a case file. Now, this is my little mock-up of the kind of thing you might get. We're thinking it might be like a little sealed pack, an envelope, something like that with some cards in, which pertain to this particular case.
Okay.
So what you'll know from the front of it is that you're going after a big crumbling manor house. There's been loads of sightings of amphibian weird creatures and things around it. The BPRD have been called in. You're going to go and try to deal with this, find out the source of it, and shut it down. That's what you guys do.
Okay.
You're the professionals. So we crack it open.
Good luck.
First. We get some different things in. So we get some encounter cards, which are going to tell us what's in different rooms that we come across. We've got some deck of doom cards. I'll come to those in a moment. And this is the case file deck. Now this is... So Andy, you were involved in the playtest a while ago.
Yeah.
This is actually a new thing for you.
Okay.
This is a deck which runs the game and it kind of keeps the pace going, the narrative. It's a really cool little addition. So that sits there. It's a deck of cards we're going to go through one at a time when the game tells us to.
Okay.
So no peeking ahead, no shuffling, that just sits there. The deck of doom down here, this is random events, environmental effects. The deck of doom is one of the things that makes every game different. So if you were to play through this case file again, and people who have watched the video will know this, watched the Mantic video, you'll get them in a different order every time, so you'll get different things. That case file has given us a couple of extra cards that get shuffled into here.
Okay.
So there'll be some things which particularly pertain to this case. So if the case happens to be, you're looking through a Nazi bunker in the mountains somewhere, those cards might be relating to Nazi bunkers in mountains.
Okay.
So that's there. We'll put the rest of the cards to one side for now, and I'll explain them as we go.
Okay.
The HQ board here, this is where the card decks live, has got various things on it. The first one is a thing called the impending doom track. Think of this like a timer that's ticking down throughout the game.
Yeah.
At a certain point, there'll be a marker in the top half of this, and if that marker creeps up and reaches that, that's bad news. You want to avoid that, okay?
Okay.
The narrative structure of the game is that you're going to play through an investigation, and it'll culminate in a big confrontation against some kind of big, scary-looking bad guy.
Okay.
Who I've not currently put on the board. It'll be a nice surprise for viewers later. It's not Hellboy, don't worry. And the idea is that the confrontation can begin in one of three ways. So the first way is if that hits that. That's kind of your middle way. That's not great, but it's not terrible.
Okay.
If you all get knocked out, it's going to start in a different way. And that it's like your James Bond villain. You wake up from unconsciousness, you shake off the cobwebs and realise that you're in serious trouble. That can happen. The way that you want it to happen, though, is if you explore the board, you might find the location where it's all kicking off.
Okay.
And you can then jump in, get the jump on the bad guy before, it's too late.
Excellent.
So that's what that's doing. This other track here is the information gathered track, and that's your way of giving yourself an edge against the boss. Across here, we're going to have some insight markers, these little green things, scattered across the board. Whenever this marker goes up, which you move this by looking for clues, exploring, that kind of thing. If your marker hits that, you get to take that, and that gives you a little buff of some kind during that final confrontation. So more of those is good. Right. And Johan is awesome at doing that. That's your big strength.
Excellent.
Liz, set things on fire. Jobs are good.
Excellent.
Yeah, nice and straightforward. Okay, so that's all that. Now, when you start a case, the first thing that the case file deck here says is, first of all, I'll put these on here. It tells us to put them on the 3, 6, 9, 12, and 15 spaces, so every 3, basically. Yep. And it then tells you to requisition some equipment. So we've had a few questions on the like the warm-up for the Kickstarter. People have been asking about whether there's a campaign mode where you level characters up and that.
Yeah.
There isn't anything about leveling characters up because the Hellboy comic books, it doesn't really focus on it's not like a big character arc for anyone. There's bits and bobs like revelations and things that happen, but really it's much more about you get sent to a place, you kit up with some cool equipment, and you go and just kick some monster butt.
Yeah.
So the way it works, instead of having a leveling up system, when you start a game, you can requisition some equipment. And the budget you have is based on how many agents get sent in. So you guys have got 2 agents. Yeah. This says you get a budget of $7,000. So this is the first thing you guys have got to work out. It doesn't sound like a lot, for saving the world, but hey, what you've got here...
That's how much a bandage is.
You've got here a stack of cards. You've got some backup agents, some other agents that can come and help you out.
Okay.
You've also got a load of equipment over there. And again, all of these components are placeholder, but these are ones I just put together for the prototype.
Okay.
You guys need to have a look through that and pick $7,000 worth of equipment. If you want some tips, I can give you some tips. But
okay, yeah, we'll split them off and let's have a quick look.
So what you got?
So is there anything that we should kind of
So for these characters in particular, one of the big things with when you only got a 2-player game is you're gonna have some gaps in your skill set.
Yeah.
So you want to start thinking of things that are going to fix that. So up here in the top left-hand corner of your card, there are 4 skill boxes.
Yeah.
That's fighting, shooting, examining, so exploring stuff, and defending.
Okay.
Green means good, red means bad, yellow means somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
So you want to look at things that neither of you've really got any green in. So neither of you have got green in fighting or defending. So, anything you think that could help you out with those. I wouldn't worry too much about the exact details of the rules. Just look at what you think they do and go from there.
Okay. And we've got 7,000 to
7,000.
Excuse me.
So grenades are never a bad thing. Yeah. The equipment you get in here is generally one use or has a small ongoing effect.
Okay.
What sort of stuff you seeing? What you got?
So we've got there's some concussive grenades in here for $1,000.
Yeah, they let you stun a load of bad guys in an area.
Yeah. We've got a lucky charm, which allows us to, after rolling a test, flip this card to re-roll any number of the test or the effect dice.
Pretty handy.
So,
pretty useful.
Yeah, and that is $1,500.
Re-roll's never a bad thing.
Yeah. Then we've got a submachine gun. I think it does what it says on the tin, kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've got things like protective undersuit as well, which gives us a little bit of sort of defense, really.
I might need to change the name of that because I keep reading it as protective undergarments, which is just a whole separate thing with a different set of uses.
They're more expensive.
Yeah. What you got over there, Adam?
So I've got some field dressings, which I think is probably going to be quite useful.
Healing up,
healing up people. It seems, I think, if I read that right, it heals you and people in your area.
So you can spread it around. You can heal yourself and people around you. Yeah.
I mean, that might be good because I'm under the impression that once I take a certain amount of damage, I go kaboom.
Yep.
That's true. Yeah.
So that might be good. A couple more grenades, fragmentation grenades.
Yeah.
Lucky charm again. That one.
Yeah.
Investigative.
A looking toolkit. Investigative toolkit.
Investigative. There we go.
Which
one of us can say it.
Might be good. Well, I would need it, but your
So that's the
good
thing.
at
So
that
Liz
anyway,
is
so-
utterly pants when it comes to investigating. She's very much focused on
Burning
making things go on fire.
Yeah.
She's a very competent agent. She just doesn't really believe in studying the little details. That's more Johann's bag. So the question is, do you want to take one of those so that both of you can do that thing? It gives you more options. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the other option is a warding charm, which is after rolling a skull in a test, you can re-roll it.
Yeah. So you'll come to learn what skulls are like. They're really bad, horrible things that can happen to you.
Yeah.
I'm leaning
They're
on-
normally pretty bad.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
these would be my suggestions.
okay, so you've got field dressings, which is $2,000. We've got the warden charm, which is another 2,500. So that's 4.5.
Yeah.
And what do we have? Seven.
So you've got another 2.5 basically if you
Okay.
want to go with those.
Okay, well, why don't we take concussive grenades and a lucky charm? There's the two.
There we go. Look at that.
There you
Perfect.
go.
Chose itself.
And then spread them out however you like between you. You can trade this gear mid-game if you want to.
Right.
But yeah, that's that. You got that. So that's good. Just pop them down next to your character sheet or your agent card. Sorry.
We didn't actually choose any of the extra agents. I completely forgot about them.
That's
going on
fine,
this, but
yeah.
is there a reason why you would or wouldn't want to
Yeah.
take them?
So basically, for a start, it's a cool way to get some extra characters in.
Yeah.
There's a thing where often in the Hellboy, when the BPRD are out doing a thing, they'll have multiple teams in the area.
Yeah.
So you have the primary team doing their thing.
Mhm.
And the other agents are out, scouting the area nearby. So if you pick one of these agents, what happens is they start the game giving you what's called remote support.
Yeah.
And they'll just basically, through the game, trickle little bits of this information to you. So this
Okay.
just gradually creeps up, which is really handy if there's only a couple of you. And say you're playing Hellboy and Liz.
Yeah.
Investigating isn't going to be a priority, but if you get Kate Corrigan nearby, she's going to be really ramping that up for you in the meantime.
Okay.
Later on as well, you can also choose to flip them and bring them into the game. They get a little counter. Which of course I think we're doing an expansion set to replace with some miniatures.
Yeah.
And they come into the game and actually help you out properly.
Okay.
And occasionally become bullet magnets. These things happen.
Yeah.
What is an NPC if not to get in the way of some gunfire? So cool. But anyway, you've got your equipment. That's the important thing.
Yep.
So now, this says here, once you finish your requisitioning, we flip the top card of the case file deck.
Okay.
And it tells us to set the board up.
Okay.
So all of this will be happening through the deck. It will start telling you how things are set up. So let's put one of these there. Is that all okay on the camera? Yeah, just want to make sure we're all in shot. Put one of these down here. There we go. And a corridor heading off in either direction. So again, this artwork is all kind of placeholder. It's not necessarily representative of what's meant to be happening right now. But it's better to have some cool artwork than nothing at all, right?
Definitely.
Oh, that needs to go on there if you could. So a couple of bits of terminology for you guys.
Yep.
The board is that entire area. A room is one card tile, and an area is what the room's made up of. So you've got 2 areas in that room, 4 in that room, yeah?
Yeah.
An area can hold up to 6 models.
Yeah.
Models are called characters in the game. So 6 characters to an area, and the actual exact placement doesn't matter as long as they're in that area.
Okay.
It's kind of abstract a little bit. And you guys are going to start in the entrance, which is this bit here.
Okay.
Now, remember those encounter cards I told you about?
Yep.
These then come in. Now, this one's a case start, and that goes there. And these are both stage 1 encounters, which go there. And there, that's all what this case file card is telling us.
Okay.
So that's going to tell you what's in the room, any special rules, all that kind of thing. And these will get shuffled around whenever you play. So again, there's lots of variety. Even from the one case, you're getting a fair bit of variety for the playthrough.
Yeah. So you don't know what you're going to encounter when you enter a room.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And even if you've played through it before, it might be that... so for this demo one, we've only got as many encounter cards as there are rooms.
Yeah.
But in other like the full game, there'll be probably situations where there are more encounter cards. So every time you play, you might get a whole different set.
Yeah.
They might come out in a different order. There's all different things that can happen.
Great.
That card goes away. And this tells us to put a card in place. This card comes into play now, over here. And we put this Doom marker on space 10 of the Doom track. That's because there's 2 of you playing.
Okay.
The player count effects of this goes. And that is, as I was saying, that's your timer. So when that hits there, bad times ahead, you flip that card.
That's Doom time.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. And this one, same thing. If all of you are knocked out at the same time, that card gets flipped.
Okay.
Last thing that happens, we get a little bit of colour text. One brief journey later, the agents are on the threshold of the derelict house. It looks uninhabited, but you know better than to go on outward appearances.
Burn it down.
Yeah.
Burn it down.
And it tells you to flip the first case file card. So
Okay. Thank you.
go for it.
So this case file says a lone sentry.
Yes, indeed. Then
So-
we've got 4 things. So
Yeah.
go on.
No, I was going to say, so there's 4 things on the card. The first one says nothing. So Does that mean there's nothing in the first
That's
square?
it. So what it does, you start with the one closest to you and you go clockwise.
Okay.
So
the second one has a question mark.
That's a clue marker.
Yeah. Then there's another clue marker.
Yep.
And then we have a frog monster in the last square.
A frog monster. There we go. These guys are kind of the generic grunt bad guys of the Hellboy universe. They're generally the minions of evil gods and things. And you'll be seeing them a lot because they're the main bad guy in the box.
Okay.
And it says once you've done that, flip the card. It gives you a little bit of colour text, which basically says what I just said to you then.
Yeah.
But it does say this guy's looking a bit flighty. You want to get rid of him before he runs away.
Okay.
And in fact, there's a rule on that card which says...
Yeah. If this frog monster is alive in the doom phase, advance impending doom.
So if he's still around at the end of the turn, that's when you go up. He's going to raise the alarm, basically.
Okay.
And the first thing that happens is we put the Cowardly Frog Monsters card into play. So we've got a set of minion cards here. And these give the rules for how the bad guys fight.
Okay.
And there are multiple ones for each type of bad guy. So here we've got Cowardly Frog Monsters. So these guys are going to be a little bit flighty. That's in play, and then the game's going to begin.
Okay.
You've both got some reference sheets here, which will tell you how things work. And if you like, we could probably upload this on the video or something.
Yeah, okay.
So people can follow along. Your round generally goes, you have the refresh phase, then the enemy phase, then the agent phase, rest, doom, and end. We'll cover it all when it goes there. The important thing is, though, this tells us we're skipping the first two and going straight into the agent phase.
Okay.
So we're going to start, hit the ground running. You've got some action cubes here. You've got three. Yeah, you've got three as well. Put them both on your all onto your agent card, and that shows that they're just on here.
Yeah.
That just shows that they're available.
Okay.
And as you use them to do actions, you'll take them off your card.
Cool.
So in the agent phase, you guys can act in any order you like. You've got 3 actions to make each.
Yep.
So you could go, Adam, use all your actions in one go. Then Andy goes, or you could do one each at a time. There'll be times when you can combine actions. So when you're investigating or fighting, other agents in your area can discard actions to give you a bonus. There's lots of stuff you can do. Cool. There's a list of actions here. You can move, fight, shoot, explore, all sorts of stuff. And on your sheet on the right-hand side, you have some unique actions as well, which are things that only you can do.
Okay. The
number of cubes tells you how many of these you have to spend to do it. So, for example, for you to possess a bad guy, it costs 2 of your action cubes.
Okay.
So the question is, at this point, what do you want to do?
Right. Well, we've got a couple of squares we can investigate, but I think we need to get rid of this guy, otherwise he's going to start advancing our track, isn't he?
Yeah. Also, you're going to be better at the investigating bit than I am.
Yeah.
So I was just going to run straight at him and set him on fire.
That sounds like a plan. Yeah, I like the
so Liz has got some options here. So Liz is not bad in a fight.
Yep.
She's got fighting yellow, which is not a bad thing. Shooting's really where her strengths lie.
Yeah.
And you've got 2 ways of shooting. You've got your pistol, which is nice, low risk, does what you'd expect. Or you can do a flame blast, which is the one which does more damage.
Yeah.
The card you've got over there is called Living Flame.
Yeah.
Now, there's a little paperclip on there, which is doing the place of a lovely little tracker token that will be happening on the actual card. It needs to start on the X. And similarly, you've got one which starts on the X at the top.
Yeah.
So these are the 2 characters that have one of these little trackers. Johann's one starts at the top and goes down when he uses abilities. Liz's one starts at the bottom. She can raise it through actions, and the higher it is, the more damage you're going to do.
Yeah.
So currently it's at the bottom.
Yep.
One of your actions is Stoke the Fire, which lets you up it.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to do that.
That's a good shout.
One of my actions, I think.
Okay.
So I'm going to take that off to represent I've used the action.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, and I'm going to stoke the fire.
So raise that.
I'm going to advance it by 2, I think.
Yeah, so you get the choice of 1 or 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Which is still +1.
That's +1, which is pretty cool. Now, just so you know as well, whenever you take damage from an attack, any number of damage, that goes up by 1. If that puts it onto one of the red boxes, which you're pretty close to, it'll go up a second time. Okay?
Right, okay.
If you hit the top and then go again, you flip that card. If you just flip the card, you tell me what the back of the card says at the top.
Living Flame Unleashed.
And that's a picture of Liz exploding.
Yeah.
So flip it back. That's all you need to know. Just so you've got a little warning as to what can happen. If that happens, just make sure you're nowhere nearby.
Okay. Yeah. I will keep my distance.
Yeah. Probably say no.
So that was 2 actions. Oh, sorry, one action to raise that.
Yep.
And then you want to fling some fire?
Do I have is there a range?
Yes. So your range for any ranged attacks by default is 4 areas.
Okay.
Now, it might not seem very far, but generally when the BPR area around, it's dark, it's gloomy, there's stuff in the shadows, so you can only see so far. Line of sight is very straightforward. It's you just go from the centre of your square to the centre of their square. As long as you're not passing through any walls, you're okay.
Yep.
Cool.
So you can shoot through areas that are occupied and whatever else. There's just some penalties to it. And the way you do any kind of action is you roll some dice. Okay. So you've got a shoot value of green. So get rid of one of your action cubes and we'll say you're going to do some shooting.
I'm going to do some shooting.
You'd roll 3 green dice. So the dice come in different colours, yeah?
Yep.
Red dice aren't great.
Yep.
The maximum score on a red die is 1. Yellow dice in the middle, maximum score is 2. Green have got a maximum score of 3. So generally your roll equal to the colour of your skill.
Yep.
Certain things will let you upgrade or downgrade dice. So downgrading is bad, upgrading is good. If you upgrade a green, it turns into a white, which is really cool, has a maximum of 4.
Oh.
So upgrading is a good thing.
Okay.
For now, though, you got 3 green dice, and you always roll this. This will become the bane of your existence, which is weird because it only really has one bad symbol.
Oh.
But it's such a bad symbol. This is the effect dice. It has 6 different things in it, and it can do anything from just adding extra dots to your dice. It will let you re-roll things.
Do that for me.
No, it can double stuff. But yeah, most likely you roll a skull,
And
which
die.
at least will discard your highest scoring die.
Right,
Other things can happen as well, though.
Okay, cool.
So, for example, with your pistol, if you roll a skull, you flip the card, you're out of ammo.
Right.
Okay.
Okie doke. Cool. Well, I'm going to burn the frogman.
Go for it.
Die, frogman, die.
So that is the re-roll symbol.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you're shooting him, he's got a target of 3.
Yeah.
So for every 3 you score, he takes 1 point of damage.
Okay.
And it
Right.
takes 2 points to kill him. So 3 will damage him, 6 will kill him.
Okay.
You've got 4.
Yeah, okay, we add it together, yeah.
Yep. Your green die. Oh, sorry, you're adding 1 as well from your fire, aren't
From
you?
a living flame, yeah.
So that's 5.
So 5.
Okay.
You can re-roll those 2 1s if you want. So the green die goes 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. So a 1 is in the lower half of it. So
Okay.
it's probably quite a safe re-roll.
Yeah, because we're only doing 1 point of damage anyway.
Yep. Currently you're doing 1 point of damage.
So if we re-roll them, and even if there were zeros, you're still doing 1 point of damage.
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
So let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Right?
So do I have to roll
You keep
this
that one. You always keep that one
Okay.
where it is. Yeah, you just re-roll the other 2.
Excellent.
Ow!
Boom,
Die,
he's gone.
frogman, die!
Now, that's a fire weapon,
Yeah.
which means that after you've done that, you then put a fire counter in the area because
Oh, okay.
you're not subtle.
Someone's gonna go and stamp that out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So at the end of the round, you're going to roll a green die for every fire counter. On a blank, which is one of the faces, it goes out.
Yeah.
On a 1, 2, or 3, it causes that much damage to everything in its square.
Okay.
On a 3 as well, it will spread into every adjacent area. So
I feel like this would have been good information before I set fire to something.
I think it's fine. If fire is in the same area as a clue, it will burn the clue and get rid of it in the end
right.
phase. So, I mean, getting rid of fire is not a bad thing to do. There's only a 1 in 6 chance of it.
Yeah.
Sorry,
around.
my flame blast reduces my living flame.
It does. You're like a pressure cooker, basically.
Yeah.
You,
So
you
does
just,
it just drop one?
down by 1, yeah.
Yeah.
So when it says
Do
advanced, that means increase by 1, reduces... Sorry, advance is increased by 1, reduces increase by 1,
Reduce by 1.
decrease. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You get around
Yeah,
the
we've
top.
talked before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hot day. What can I say? But yeah, unless it said that otherwise, it's always by 1.
Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
So that was your 2 actions. Now, Andy, you can do some stuff.
Yeah, I have. So I've got something on here that's about my containment suit, which says at the start of each agent phase, if Johan has no injuries, advances ectoplasmic cohesion by 1.
So injuries down here. This is your health track.
Yeah.
You can take points of damage, and they'll fill up on there. Once it's full, additional damage starts flipping these into injuries. So injuries are red things, and they give you penalties on dice tests. So it'll downgrade one of your dice to that thing.
Yes.
If that fills up again, most characters who take more damage will go unconscious.
Yeah.
Johan doesn't. He only goes unconscious when his ectoplasmic cohesion runs out.
Yeah.
So every one of these represents a puncture in your suit, basically. You're leaking out of it, and this rule is going to just keep that meter high unless you've taken some injuries.
Okay.
So that's fine. So you're okay there.
Right. So
That just starts at the top.
Okay. Right.
Yep, and you're fine.
Right. So now I guess what I want to do is I want to go and search those, don't I?
Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. So he has his movement.
So whenever you spend a move action, you can move up to 2 areas. You can go diagonally, but not through doors.
Okay. So we'll start with 1 and 2.
Lovely. Okay.
And then we'll spend another 1 to...
This is an examine.
To examine?
Yep. So you've got an examine skill of green.
Okay, so we start with a 3 plus the black dice as well.
Yes, indeed.
The skill dice. And we've got a total of 5 plus there's
that
2...
doubles your highest die.
Okay, so we've got 7 then.
Yeah. The difficulty for this, your
Yes.
target number, is always 4 if there are no bad guys in your room.
Yeah.
6 if there are bad guys in your room. 8 if there are bad guys in your area. So trying to look for clues while they're breathing down your neck is a bit difficult.
Yeah.
If you equal it,
yeah.
this goes up by 1. Double it goes up by 2.
Yeah.
Triple it goes up by 3.
Okay.
So currently, you've beaten it, haven't quite doubled it.
Yeah, so he goes
So
up by 1.
and that clue goes away. So you've examined the clue, and you've got some insight into what might be at the end of all this.
Let's give us something to help, eh?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's 2 spent. I've got 1 left.
Yep.
I guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to move. Ready for next turn?
Good thinking. And Adam,
Okay.
you've got 1 left.
I've got 1 left. So I can't extinguish this flame any other way but...
So the way you get rid of fire
Yeah.
is... Because kind of Liz is like a one-way pyrokinetic. She has an on switch, not an off switch. So she can start fires with her brain. There's probably someone else somewhere who can stop fires with their brain. They'd be a great person to get together. Yeah, exactly.
We should meet.
What you have is an action called clear. And what that means is that you can get rid of things like fire in your area. So you'd have to move into it and then spend an action clearing it.
Okay.
Because Liz doesn't do small fires, really.
Well, go big or go home, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So I think at this point you can just move in, but maybe not into the... Actually, to be fair, you can move into the fire because
I'm
you're
fireproof.
Yeah, you don't care.
Yeah, so I'm going to use that and I'm going to go and stand on this fire and go, toasty.
Absolutely. For Liz, being on fire is just it's Tuesday.
It's just
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay, so after the agent phase, we're going to the rest phase. And this is an optional step. And it's really good because what it does, it lets you move around the board for free. It lets you pick up clues for free, get rid of fire for free, lets you heal for free. Although it's not quite for free. Just so you know, it will advance Impending Doom by 1 every time you do it.
Okay.
The way Impending Doom will normally advance, we'll see this in a minute, is from the deck of Doom.
Yeah.
And it will, on average, advance once per turn.
Okay.
So when you rest, it's going twice as fast as normal.
Okay.
So right now, you're not in dire situations. I would not rest right now. I mean, you've just got it, guys.
Yeah.
So, do you really need to sit
not
down
really
already?
out of breath, no.
No, it's quite warm.
So I think you're probably okay with that. So skip that and go straight into the Doom phase. So Andy, draw the top card off the deck of Doom and see what it is.
Yeah, so it says the end draws near.
The end draws near. You only just got it.
Yeah, and we increase the... I assume that means we're increasing
That's
by 1.
precisely it, yeah.
The end is when we get paid, though, right? So that's a good thing.
If you're still alive.
If you survive.
So yeah, some of these cards will have just that symbol. Most of them will have an effect as well, though. So you've kind of got lucky. That's kind of a middling thing to happen.
Okay.
Then we have the end phase where certain stuff happens, and one of the things that happens is we see what happens with the fire.
Okay.
So Adam, you were responsible for this. So do you want to roll a green die for us?
Oh, a green die, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I take no responsibility
Right, so
for
I
this
want
one.
a clear.
You want a blank. That's what you want.
A blank.
Blank would be nice.
Oh, that's not
2.
a blank.
2. So if you were anyone else, you'd take 2 damage.
Okay.
As it is, you just don't care.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the end of the round. New round begins.
Yep.
Each of you gets your actions back.
Okay.
And if there were enemies, they would now get to have a go in the enemy phase. So if anything jumps out the shadows in the Doom phase, there's nothing you can do about it until they've had a go at you.
Okay.
Okay. So it's back into the agent phase. So you got your actions.
Right.
What do you want to do?
So, do you want me to start with
Go
the search?
for it, yeah.
So we start with the 3 green dice.
Now, just so you know, if Liz was in the same area, you could now spend an action to upgrade one of your dice.
Oh, okay.
Which is a handy way. So say that, for example, you're in a situation where neither of you is particularly good at the thing you're doing.
Yeah.
You can pool your resources,
That's
and
cool.
through teamwork, you can be greater than some of your parts.
Excellent. Well, as that's my kind of speciality.
I think you're probably all right,
aren't
go
we?
for it.
So we're looking for 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
But 8,
We'd like
would
to
be
double
great.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So again, this one doubles my highest dice. So that's 4.
5, 6.
That's 6.
Up to there, and you get rid of that one.
So it
Lovely.
doesn't double the 4, but it gets us a point. So I guess we need to start opening doors now, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe putting some fires out. It's up to you.
Oh,
so when you're in an area that's on fire,
Yeah.
all of your dice are downgraded for any tests you make, just so you know.
Okay, I might do that.
Right.
Due diligence.
Feels
really.
wise, doesn't it?
So you spend that, roll a yellow die on anything but a blank, it goes away. Of course, I said that, didn't I? I phrased it that way, didn't I?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I assume that's something that I can.
you can keep doing it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, every action you spend is another grain of sand falling through the hourglass. In metaphorically speaking, it's up to you. You could leave it, of course, but I mean, one of you is fireproof.
Yeah.
It might be worth just doing another one to get
Yeah,
rid of it.
should we, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
good.
let's do that, and let's roll another blank.
You're okay.
Yeah.
You've got rid of it.
So the fire is out.
Yep.
Okay. So, why don't I come and open the door?
Mm-hmm.
And then at least you've got some. You've got one left for a bit of shooting if you need to.
That's clever.
Sounds
So,
sensible.
shall I come and open this one? Then you've still got your range as
Yeah.
well. Okay.
Yeah, so one action to move up.
Okay. So,
And then a second action to open the door. So when you open the door, you don't need to flip the door marker or anything. Door markers are just static gaps in the wall.
Okay.
You flip the
you
card.
flip the encounter. Okay. So on this encounter, it says, one, we've got a frog swarm.
Yep, so that's one of these little groups of dudes.
Okay.
In the Hellboy comics, frog swarms are kind of they're harbingers of doom
Yeah.
kind of thing.
And then in square 2, we've got a frog monster.
Yep. And because there's only 2 areas, we come back to the first square for number 3.
Okay, so number 3, we have a frog monster.
Yep.
Starting to wish I hadn't opened the door now.
Yeah.
And then in square 4, it says there's
A point of interest.
Yes.
And it's a green.
it says
this
green.
one here.
Okay.
Now, what I didn't tell you earlier is the case file deck. The top card now says, to progress further, the agents must find and successfully investigate this point of interest,
Ooh.
which is over there. So you examine it the same way as a
So
clue.
we can't just close the door. And...
no.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, if you examine that, you'll be able to flip this card. So that's
Cool.
that's plot progression of some kind.
Excellent.
Right. I'm going to suggest
Yeah.
that I set fire to this square
Okay.
Yep.
because anything staying in that square is going to continue to take damage if it's still
Precisely.
there.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to set fire to the really useful bit over here.
There you go. As it happens, points of interest are fireproof.
Okay.
They,
Oh,
they
that's
can't,
cool.
they're set on the board. They can't go away.
They're in
But
the-
all the same, I think you're onto a winner there because
Yeah.
it'll also get rid of the frog swarm.
They're in a little black box. They're all right.
Yeah.
Super useful.
So what
If only
you're
my teammates came with the same material.
So a couple of notes here. So frog swarms, if you're in the same area as a frog swarm or you're adjacent to an area of the frog swarm, it downgrades one of your dice because they're just unsettling.
That's not
They're
cool.
looking at you.
Yeah.
If there's fire in the same area as the frog swarm at the end of the round, they go.
Okay.
You're going to burn them. Last thing that's worth knowing is you've got an ability called projection,
Yes.
which, for example, let's say that other frog monster moved forward into the next area. You could project to the area behind it and then look at the point of interest.
Oh, okay.
So you can kind of move through things and put yourself wherever you want to be on the board, which is a really cool ability.
Yeah. So,
Anyway, so that's like
Nice.
Adam. You got an action left. So
Yeah, I've still got 1 on my living flame.
that's good.
So I'm going to set fire to that square.
Go for it.
So
So
there.
it's a shoot
So-
action. There you go.
Right.
So you're rolling these.
So I roll these, but you said about the frog. If
So,
it's in the same square or in a...
Same square.
Okay,
So sorry.
fine.
Sorry. No, you're right. For the downgrade, you're going to downgrade one of your dice to yellow.
Let's get rid of that one.
So that's
that one's
that.
looking at me funny.
Yep.
Okay, right.
Roll them. And
Big
they've got
money,
a target of 3, so multiples of 3. It's a really
That's
good
the reroll,
thing.
right?
That's the reroll. Yeah.
because we got 1 so far.
I might re-roll all 3.
Yeah. So your green goes 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yellow
Yeah.
goes 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2.
Okay,
So that was
Yeah.
a really bad roll, but it is what I'm getting at.
I'm good at that.
Yeah.
Much
5, much
Yeah.
better. There we
So
go.
6 would have killed him, but 5 will put a point of damage on him. So put a damage marker next to that frog, and also put a fire marker in the area.
Be on fire. There we go.
Okay.
That's all your action's done, isn't it?
It is.
So the rest phase is skipped because there are enemies on the board because
Yeah.
they're not that patient.
Probably not the best time to take a break.
No, exactly. So the doom phase happens.
Yeah.
So one of these.
There we go again. And this one says summoned by the swarm.
Oh dear.
Replace the frog swarm closest to the priority target with a frog monster. And if there are no frog swarms, spawn a frog swarm on the priority target.
So priority target, we've got a thing over here called the target priority queue.
Yeah.
And what this does is whenever there's a situation where random enemies or random agents need to be picked.
Yeah.
So say there was an enemy in your area and he's
Yeah.
going to attack one of you, it's always whoever's at the front of the queue.
Okay.
And whenever this gets used, they get bumped to the back of the queue. So it's just going to keep on going back and forth between you guys.
Okay.
As it is, it doesn't really matter. It's just that one frog swarm
Okay.
gets replaced with that. So
Right.
a frog monster leaps out from the ceiling, scattering the frogs.
And does the wound disappear as
Oh,
well?
the wound was on the frog monster, so the swarm
okay.
is unaffected.
Yeah.
It just gets got rid of by that instead of the
okay.
fire.
We also increase
You do indeed.
the impending doom tracker by 1.
So that's that. That's the doom phase. In the end phase, I'm using. You're now going to roll some dice to put some damage
Yeah.
in that square. So he's leapt into a load of fire,
Yeah.
which he might not enjoy.
Yeah.
So Adam, roll a green die.
So this is
How much damage is dealt by that fire marker?
1.
So that's 1 damage. It's going to kill the one that's already wounded.
This
Yeah.
guy.
And the other guy takes 1 wound.
There we go.
Excellent. Fire's
Nice.
a good thing.
That was
I've been saying it all along. No one believes me.
Okay, cool. That's the end phase done. Also in the end phase, if there are 2 or more frog swarms on the board,
Yeah.
impending doom increases. In fact, if there are 2, it increases by 1. If there are 4, it increases by 2. If there are 6, it increases by 3. Clear them frogs out, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
New round begins, get your action cubes back.
Okay.
And now it's the enemy phase.
Right.
So they're going to have a go at you. The first thing that happens in the enemy phase is if they have got a ranged attack, they'll make it. These ones haven't.
Okay.
So they're not going to do that. Then they're going to move. So both of them have got a move of 2. They'll both move into your area. So move them in, please. 1 and 2. And then they'll attack one at a time.
Okay.
First one is going to attack Johan because he's top of the queue.
Yep.
So when you get attacked, you're not rolling for the enemy attack. You're rolling for your defense. Okay. Because the game is it's all from your point of view in the game. You're never rolling for what enemies are doing. It's all what you guys are doing in response to that. You've got a defense of yellow.
Okay.
So you're rolling your yellow dice.
So 3 yellow with the this dice as well.
That's it.
Yeah. Has this dice got a name?
It's the effects die.
The effects dice. Okay.
Yep.
Right. I'll stop calling it this dice.
And they've got a melee of 2. So
so I've got 4 with doubling my highest one, so I'm up to 6.
yes, indeed. So when you're defending, you make your test. If you fail completely, so nothing, you get 3 damage.
Okay. 1
success, you get 2. 2 successes, you take 1. 3, you get no damage.
Okay.
You've tripled it, which means you got 3 successes, so no damage.
I'm
You just shrug it off.
Just shrug it
You're
off.
fine. Which means then it's up to Liz.
I'm gonna.
Fingers crossed. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you've doubled it, which is 1 point of damage. So just put a damage marker on the first space of your health track.
Okay.
That's it.
Ow.
That's the end of the enemy phase. That's over to the agent phase. You guys
Right.
can now do some stuff.
So
What about the fire spreading?
That was in the end phase. If you'd rolled a 3 on the green guy, it would have spread.
okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I guess we gotta fight these guys, haven't we?
Well, one of those is wounded still. It doesn't matter which one because
yeah.
they're all in the area with you. So, what do you want to do?
I think we should get rid of them first. That's for sure, isn't it?
My living flame came down because I.
Oh yes, of course.
Things on fire, so I'm not actually on fire at the moment.
Okay. Well, I've got a ranged weapon, which is my sidearm.
Yep, only good if they're not in your area though.
But it's a it's a ranged weapon.
And when it comes to fisticuffs, Johan really is not the
too
best.
good.
No.
And
one of them is wounded though, so if you can score 3 successes, you'll kill him. Although 3 on
the red dice,
yeah, it's not great. Although with the effect die, maybe.
Okay.
Can we not move away?
So what happens if you move out of an area containing enemies?
Yep.
Yeah.
One of 3 things has to happen for each enemy that's there. First one is you take a point of damage.
Yep.
Second one is they move with you. Third one is someone else in the area spends an action to keep them there.
Right.
So if Johan wants to back off, you'll either take 2 damage, or bring both of them with you, or Liz has to spend 2 actions, or any sort of combination.
I think we do that one.
Okay.
Because I could then potentially stoke the fire with my remaining action.
Yeah.
With my second action.
Yeah.
Flame blast in my same square.
Unfortunately, it's a ranged weapon, so you can't. You've got immolate, which is a thing you can do in your. Oh no, that's not going to work because it takes 2 actions.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it relies on your flame track being a bit higher. So yeah, again, because it's a ranged weapon, your flame blast, it's got to be in an adjacent area. But you're not bad in a fight, so you probably could finish one off just by punching it.
Possibly.
Right. Do you want to give that a shot then?
Yeah.
Try and finish one off first.
Punch it. And
Yeah.
then
So
see where we're
yeah,
at.
if you kill one first, that will certainly be a lot easier.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
So you're looking for a 3 or more.
Punching frogmen in the face. 3. And
Yeah.
that
Doubles your
doubles
highest
it,
one.
so
So
that's
yeah.
5.
So one of them's gone. Yeah. Interestingly, you
Yeah,
don't
brilliant.
allocate your. You don't pick a target until after you've done. So you can roll your dice, and if you've got a 6 there, you can say, "Well, actually, I'll kill the other one."
Okay.
That's
nice. Right.
And that was an action, wasn't it?
That was. So now, if Johan wants to move out the way, you
I
could do that.
use an action to hold it still.
Yeah. Or you take a point of damage. A point of damage is not a lot. 1 point of damage isn't bad, especially when you can do field repairs to repair damage.
Okay. Yeah. So we do that. So I want to move.
Yep.
And can you move
2 areas anywhere you like?
Okay. So if I move to here.
He swipes at you as you go.
Yeah.
And you take a point of damage.
Okay. Right.
So what next?
Well, we need to get into there, don't we?
You do. So you can shoot him, for example. Now you're not bad at shooting.
And it doesn't make any difference that Liz is in the same.
What happens is it'll downgrade one of your dice unless Liz spends an action cube to get out of the way.
Okay. Right.
So you could do that, or Liz could just punch him again. There's various options available to you here. Most of them involve violence of some kind.
Well, even if you took him out, I haven't got enough actions to get down to the end there to
What about the
investigate. So
You could project.
yeah, so reduces the cohesion by 2.
Yep.
And place an action cube in any explode. Oh, we haven't explored it yet.
Oh no, you have explode, which means it hasn't got a face down card.
Okay,
So
all right,
you can totally do that.
All right. Any explored area until the end of the phase, Johan can act as though he is in that area. So could you spend 1 to project?
Yep, you could.
So does that?
So you just put your action cube in an area.
Okay.
And then you can act as though you're in that area now, which is pretty cool.
So I can use the last one to search.
Lovely.
So
it's a green roll because you've got a. Yep, that's that.
And it's still 4, is it?
Still 4.
Yeah.
4 because he's not in your room. So
so 4 plus doubling the highest.
Lovely.
So 6.
So that's going to reveal the top card of the case file deck, which says you've found a secret door, basically, and we're going to open up some new stuff. So let's set the board up. Cool. So you've explored it. You've basically found a secret room.
Yep.
And you're going to shuffle these cards and put one of those into each room face down.
Okay. There you go. I'll let you.
So that one there.
Yep.
So that one there.
And then we're
more to the point.
Yeah.
You're now in the frog monster's lair. You've discovered the entrance to their lair, which means they're no longer cowardly.
Right.
They're not happy. They've become territorial.
Ooh.
They had a behaviour change. They're now slightly
finish
tougher.
that one first.
Definitely.
So they have now got 3 health rather than 2.
Okay.
They're a little bit tougher. So what you're going to do? You've got Liz has got 2 actions left. So you could move away and flame him, for example, but I mean, you're not getting any bonus damage.
Well, okay, so I could do that.
So you can always flame, even if you're on 0.
Yeah.
You're just getting no additional bonus to your
okay
dice roll, and it will put a flame marker in the area, which will do some more damage to him later. So it might not be a bad idea.
Yeah.
Of course, I said that, so now it's going to be massively damaging to you.
It's
Whatever
going to
happens.
blow up.
Any advice I give
faces.
is just going to go badly.
Okay, so let's try that then. I'm going to move.
And it'll be a point of damage to stop him from following you. This game is all
You're
about...
a doctor, right?
It's all about resource management. So you've got various things at your disposal. This is a time as a resource, health as a resource. They're all things you can spend. It's just about knowing when to stop spending them, basically.
Okay.
I'm going to set the frog on fire.
Go for it.
Yes.
So he's got a target of 3 still, so multiples of 3 will do damage to him.
That's all bad.
So the catastrophic effect, that's a skull, is going to discard your highest roll.
But we've got the warding charm.
We do.
What a good piece of equipment.
So after rolling the skull in a test, we can re-roll it. And if its result is another skull, we discard the card. So basically, we want anything but the skull.
Why would you say it like that?
Sorry, we'd like double the highest dice.
Hey!
2. so we're on 5 now.
5, so that's going to do 1 damage to him.
Okay.
But also put some fire in his area.
Excellent.
Okay.
Love it.
So you're spent. I'm spent.
So into the rest phase, there's no resting. Into the doom phase, top card of the deck of doom.
Okay. Drum roll. The end's drawing even nearer.
So another one of those. Up to 4. So you're not quite halfway yet.
Okay.
That's good. And now it's the end phase.
Yep.
So Adam, do you want to roll a dice for each of the fire markers?
Yeah, I do.
Which one are you going for first?
This
That
one first.
2, nothing.
So it's fine. And this
This
one.
one.
3. No.
Oh.
It goes out. That's just inconvenient. Frog monster stamps it out diligently. Do you mind? We live here.
It's just a little whiz paper basket
can
in the
do
corner
that,
on fire.
I've lived my whole life and I've never done that.
Put fires out.
You can just do that.
This is a turning point. Okay, so new round. Get your action points back.
Okay, does mine stay there?
It comes away. You get it back now.
He's back in his suit now.
Yep.
Okay.
And that's it. So it's the enemy phase. Now he's got a choice of ways to go, and more importantly, he's got a ranged attack now.
Ooh.
So he's going to make a ranged attack against Johan because you're on top on the queue. So make a defense roll.
Okay, and again with the black one as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
And this is a target of 2.
Oh, so I got 2.
1. And
plus
that. Now that is the BPRD symbol,
yes.
which can be used to trigger certain abilities on your card. You trigger it when you're testing Examine as a skill.
Okay.
But you can always use it as 2 extra dots. So you can count that as a roll of 4.
Okay, so that would be 4.
So 4, which is 2 successes, you take 1 damage.
Okay. Right. That's it.
And then he's now going to move and attack Liz because she's on the top of the queue now.
Ooh.
So that target priority queue, it means things are,
It's sort of fair.
Exactly, yeah. One of Hellboy's abilities is he can use an action to put himself at the front of the queue. Taunt ability, basically. Because let's face it, he's the group tank.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he's for.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Liz, make a defense roll.
So on yellow dice again.
Yes, indeed. And it's multiples of 3 for this one.
Oh.
That's 2, 4. Now the BPRD symbol.
Yeah, so
You
I
can
use
use
that
that for 2, make it 6.
Make it 6.
So that's 2 damage, 2 successes, sorry, which is 1 point of damage.
This is beginning to hurt.
You're starting to get a little bit worn down there.
I feel a little bit of pain. Starting to scratch a bit.
Well, that's the end of his go, so it's back to you guys.
Okay,
We
right.
used the warding charm, didn't we?
Oh, no, you keep it.
No, you keep it as long as it wasn't a skull again.
Oh,
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
So some
that's
cards will
super
flip
useful.
when you
Money
use
well
them, others
spent.
will be discarded at other times. There's all different ways they can work.
okay. So, I think we still need to get rid of this guy, don't we?
Yeah.
And
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot. Whenever you take damage, you increase your living flame. That's this rule up here, volatile. So you've taken 3 points of damage. So let's boost that up by 3.
1, 2, 3.
ooh.
And did that put it onto a red one?
It
Yeah.
did.
That means it goes up 1 more. Probably should have affected your roll last turn, but hey,
Excellent.
That's all right.
we've just caught up.
Brilliantly.
That's good. Yeah.
I think I might immolate.
It's not a bad idea. I might let Johan get out of the way first.
Yeah.
Each
So
in
does
an adjacent area. Yeah.
does it
So
harm me if
fire
I
won't
run into
affect
where
you
the...
until the end phase.
Okay.
you
So as long as I
walk
use
through it.
one to move,
Yep.
and then I can always use another one to get out of the way later. Right.
Now, you guys have got a decision point here.
Okay.
Because you've got 2 ways to go. You've got like a fork in the road.
Yeah.
That, looking at it, is probably where the next kind of bit of plot is happening.
Yes.
But there might be more stuff over here which will increase your information.
Ah.
And then I-
Okay.
Oh, and
But-
I didn't tell you, over here we have a new card on top of this which comes into play. And this puts a token on the 7th space here. If you reach that, you flip this card. So that's some extra
okay.
information that
Right,
might come in
okay.
useful later.
So maybe we should. Well, what do you think? Chances are we're
I
gonna
reckon we will.
encounter some more monsters.
Yeah.
Because that's the other thing, is it might be worth resting before you do any more stuff so you can heal up some damage, for example.
Okay.
But
Right.
I've got a feeling, metagaming, that, they got tougher as we went this way.
Yes.
So I would kind of hope that if we went that way, they might not get tougher as quickly.
Yeah, and we also need to get a little bit more up this track as
Exactly.
well.
I think we need a few of them. And we're not halfway on the tracker yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the old video game logic, you know, when
Yeah,
there's the obvious way you go and there's a little side room, it's like,
Yeah.
it's
Clear the
not
level.
That's
and
where,
get the
that's where the
achievement.
nice bits are, isn't it? Those are the
Yeah.
shiny things. So, well, if I move to there, that clears the room for you to do your thing,
Yes.
and then
Yeah.
then we can move.
Fuck it.
Yeah,
It's like a
okay.
dentist taking an X-ray. You're just going to get out of the room.
Just putting the screen up.
So, immolate.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my 2 actions.
Yep.
Because immolate is big and nasty, and I have to
And-
use 2 actions for it.
Read out what it does.
So each character in Liz's area
And character is friend or foe.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
suffers a damage marker equal to the number shown by the current living flame level,
Which is currently
currently at +2.
so 2 damage to anything.
Yeah. So it counts as a fire attack. Obviously,
Yep. So
I'm
it's
on,
gonna
I'm
put
on
fire
fire.
markers down,
Yeah.
yep.
But after resolving the attack, I get to reduce my living flame by 2, which
Yeah.
doesn't make me useless, but less explodey.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably all
Yeah,
good
it's
things.
still
win-win.
good stuff. Yeah.
All good things. So do I have to roll for the
No, not
immolate?
at all.
No.
Not at all. It's
So-
boom. Yeah. Now,
Everything be on fire.
so that's 2 damage to him. That'll kill him. He's
Yep.
gone.
Yeah.
It is a fire attack, so every area that's targeted gets a fire marker.
Oh, so that's everywhere is
But-
now on fire.
But don't worry, because there are ways around this, and I'll tell you what happens in the rest phase.
Is it ignoring them?
Well,
Yeah, they were just. I can't believe you didn't see them when you walked past in the first place. They were just here.
yeah, I would recommend maybe don't go back into the room just yet.
Yeah.
Just get out of the way
It
and
looks a bit toasty.
yeah, just basically get out of any areas with fire, and then
Yeah.
we'll go into the rest phase, and you can do some clearing.
Okay, so if I spend another token,
You could, of course. I mean, so what I'm going to tell you,
Yeah.
in the rest phase, you can basically get rid of all the fire markers in one room.
yeah.
With your action, you could just get rid of the one that's there because that's not in the same room. So you could
Okay, so I can just spend 1 to get rid of
roll a
that.
yellow dice
Yeah.
and get a 1 or a 2, and it'll go away. So that's
Okay,
got rid of that
that's
fire
a 2.
marker. That's
Okay,
good.
right. So that's that one.
Yep. And then your last action, you could do some field repairs, maybe.
That sounds like a plan. So a field repair costs me 1 token, 1 action, and roll a yellow die. On a score of 1 or more, I heal 1. One makes no
damage.
difference. It was
No
a zero.
damage at all, yeah.
Let's just stop talking there.
Yeah. And the important thing with that is you can't heal injuries if you
Yes.
face that one. So,
So only when there are these kind of
yeah,
cut
exactly.
symbols, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
so that's that.
Yeah.
I still have an action.
Yep. So you could put a bit of fire out, but I mean, you're going to do a mass bit of clearing in a moment. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter too much.
Is there anything? Any?
You could put your living flame up, for example, if you wanted to.
Yeah, why not? I'd just be a little bit more on fire.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah,
right?
precisely.
There we go.
Excellent. So, right, in the rest phase,
Yep.
what happens is, first of all, anyone that's been knocked out gets back up. So, important factor is there is no player elimination in this game until the very end. In the confrontation, all bets are off.
Yeah.
But for the bulk of the game, if you get knocked out, it means you're going to sit it out for a little bit.
Right.
Then you get to pick one of 3 actions. So either investigate, which is pick any clue on the board, get rid of it and advance that by 2, which is handy. Recuperate, which is heal, equal to the roll of 2 green dice. Or secure, which is get rid of all fire and frogs in one room. Now each of you can pick one of those.
Okay.
And then after that, you advance that by 1.
So I guess for me, recuperate is the thing to do because the other 2 don't help me at this point
Probably
in time.
not a bad one.
So 2 green dice.
Although you could clear all this, because it hasn't got to be in your room, it can be anywhere.
All right. Okay.
So it might be better. I mean,
Yeah,
because
'cause
Liz isn't looking great on the health either.
Okay.
I can't heal myself.
So.
You got your field dressings, which will let you heal
field
some,
dressings.
but it might be worth saving those for.
It's a big pot of aloe vera.
Just rub it on.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll use mine then to get rid of the fire.
Cool.
So I don't have to do anything. It's
just get rid of
it just happens.
Yeah.
And then if you want to recuperate.
Important question: as you're doing it, are you tutting and glancing over at Liz in a very
Just like,
judgmental way?
Not again, Liz.
Oblivious putting plasters on.
We had this conversation yesterday.
You roll 2 green dice and heal that much damage.
2.
Only 2. That's not great, but still. That's not bad.
that's better than
better than none.
being deaded.
Yeah. Then you can put yourself in any area you like. So part of taking time is you can move yourself around the board wherever you want to.
I guess if we're running that way, it's probably wise to be to not
So
waste
taking
our
time is
movements.
really useful.
Yeah.
And then of course it just nudges that up a little bit.
It's useful, but it has its consequences.
Precisely.
Right.
Yeah, everything has its cost. So what you're gonna do now? It's the sorry, what am I talking about? It's the Doom phase. That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna draw the top card of the deck of
Fluffy
Doom.
bunnies,
Okay.
fluffy bunnies,
Oh,
fluffy bunnies.
It's not fluffy bunnies. Yeah, it is unquenchable curiosity. So this card remains in play next to Johan's agent card. And while it's in play, Johan cannot leave any area that contains a clue or a point of interest. Very
Marvellous.
nice.
Yeah.
Discard this card when the agents take time or when Johan scores a critical success on an investigation test. Is that? Yeah.
So some of these cards, the deck of Doom, you'll shuffle in cards that are relevant to the agents that are in play. So you get little character moments like that, which are quite cool. The Liz one's quite fun. We'll see if it comes up.
Everything on fire.
We'll see. So that's that. In the end phase, there would be firing that, but you've got rid of it all. So new round begins. Get your actions back.
So actions come back.
And what are you going to do?
I think we should probably open that door, eh?
I reckon.
Well, seems you're the fighty one. I'll use one of mine to open the door. And this means we've got... So in square 1, we've got a frog monster.
Yep.
Or the joy. In square 2, we got a frog monster. Back to the first square again, we've got item of interest. And in the last one, we've got the brown bookcase.
So
sorry, we've got a bookcase and we've got the brown...
That was it, yeah. Brown point of interest. So it's including the first one. That's the one, yep.
Yeah.
So bookcases, they come in with a couple of tokens on. They are flammable. They come with tokens on. Effectively, it's a clue marker you can search twice.
Oh.
Okay.
Which is handy. This, the thing there says, the point of interest cannot be examined yet.
Oh.
So this, who knows?
Oh, okay.
Now, of course, the downside of that is that, well, you might have to come back here later.
Yeah, I'm scared to go in there because he's going to get stuck.
What is it?
I know it can't be opened yet, but I really wanted to stay with it.
Yeah. Right then, so what next?
You're going to flame it?
I think that's probably a good idea. Like the front one.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Now, the downside of it is that you might burn that clue in the end phase, but you can always project in there and grab it before it burns.
Perfect.
So,
and we do have actions
burn
to
away
clear as well.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, burn away.
Yeah.
It's been working well so far.
Go for it.
Fire, my reliable ally. Burning frog faces In
hello.
style.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's 2 damage.
Is that
Oh, plus what have you got?
2?
Plus
of
2.
My living
Plus 2.
flame?
No, that'll be 6, 7, 8, 9 would have killed it. Straight
Okay.
away.
Oh, okay.
But then stoke the fire. Blah, blah, blah. That then reduces it by 1.
It does. Just knocked the board. There we go.
Okay.
Of course, the final one will be much thicker card, which won't slide around quite so easily. Okay, that's your action.
Okay. So, do you want to have another go at it? Because I need to leave 2, 1 to project in and 1 to search, don't I? I want to examine. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I will. I'm going to stoke the fire.
Yep.
For 1 action.
Nice.
And put that up by 2.
Yep.
And then I'm going to unleash fiery fury.
Yep. On the same guy.
Probably.
So when there's fire in the same area as any scenery,
Yeah.
it will remove 1 piece of scenery basically in the end phase. So you don't want to put it in with the bookcase probably.
Okay.
So I'd recommend put it in this one here.
Okay.
guy.
Cool. We'll burn that guy's face off instead.
He's so very gone.
He is.
So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which would
that's
do
gone.
2 wounds.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
You only have 1. A room can only be so on fire. So you
Says
don't-
you.
yeah. Life goals. Yeah. So we don't need to put any more fire in.
Cool.
Okay.
Right. I'm going to spend 1 to project into
Yep.
the room, and I'm going to spend the last 1 to search
Lovely.
it. But I need to roll.
So it's a green dice. Now, interestingly,
Yeah.
if you were in the room yourself,
Yeah.
you'd get a penalty for being in the same room as an enemy. But because you're projecting, you don't care. You're a ghost.
Excellent.
So yeah, go for it.
And do
This
I
does-
get any bonuses for being in the same square as Liz, or is it because
No,
I'm
so if
searching
Liz is
the
in the
other
same
room?
area as that, yeah.
Okay. That's
And
it.
it's also going to reduce your cohesion by 2 when you do that as well.
Oh, okay. Right.
Which you would have done last time, but it didn't matter. 'Cause
Right.
It bumps back up at the start of the next turn.
So we've
Ooh,
got
hello.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Wow. So that you've doubled it,
Yep.
which gets you 2 of these, which gives you an
Ooh,
insight
nice.
marker.
Ooh.
So keep hold of that. They will come in
Yeah.
handy in the confrontation.
Okay. And that's me all used up.
Yep, just down your cohesion by 2,
Okay.
which has got rid of that clue marker as well
Yep.
before it goes on fire. So well done.
Excellent.
No rest phase, into the doom phase.
Ooh. No flipping buttons. There's an unexpected attack, which
Lovely.
is never a good thing. Spawn a frog monster in the area of the agent furthest right on the target priority track. This does
Hello.
not affect their position on the track, however.
Yeah,
And
cool.
it also doesn't increase the track on this one.
Okay, that's good. So you got a bit of a reprieve
Yeah.
at least from this advancing.
Okay. He's just kind of snuck up behind there.
Yeah.
Right.
Should have closed that door.
Yeah.
Should have
Roll for
closed
that
the
fire. See what it does.
Ooh.
door. Yellow, isn't it?
Green.
Green.
Yeah,
Oh.
green for fire by itself.
Nothing.
It goes out.
Excellent.
It's actually quite handy.
Well rolled.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
New round. Get your actions back. And then the enemies are going to have a go at you.
Okay.
So, first of all, ranged attacks. They've got a range of 1. So there's no ranged attacks because he's already in your area. He's too far away.
Yep.
Then it's moving. This guy isn't going to move. He's just going to go and do a straight attack anyway.
Yeah.
So he's going to hit Johan. So make a defense roll against that.
Okay.
You've got a difficulty of
Thank you.
3.
Yeah.
You want to get as many successes as possible.
Oh, we got a
Reroll.
re-roll. So I
Yep.
think I'll leave the 2 and I'll re-roll these ones. And we're on 4.
So that's 1 success. Take 2 damage.
Ouch.
Ooh,
Oh, that's
dear
me.
me.
That's me. That's
That's
top
not
of my
good.
track now.
Yep. Other guys are going to jump in and give Liz a go.
So he's okay for the moment.
He's
Just when you
fine.
take
We start to
The
flip
next one you
these.
take will start flipping them, yeah,
Okay.
and that then starts reducing your cohesion every turn, which is
Okay.
a bad thing.
Yeah.
So Liz, defense roll.
Yeah.
Luckily, that's a re-roll.
Yeah.
For the 3 blanks.
Yeah.
Slightly better with 1.
That's you take
Yeah.
3 damage from that.
Ouch.
That's a bit unpleasant.
Okay.
a little.
You were not expecting that. He's jumped out of the shadows and utterly.
Basically cleaved me in half.
Okay, so that's the enemy phase done. Over to you guys.
Right.
So you advance your cohesion by 1, so that
Yeah.
just bump back up by 1.
Okay.
If you start taking injuries, though, it's going to start dropping
Yeah.
every agent phase.
Okay.
Oh, I took damage.
Oh, you did? Yeah, so pop your
Did you
living
take
flame by
3?
1, which puts it into red, which
Yeah.
puts it up 1 more.
So is it just an instance of damage, not...
Correct, yeah.
Okay,
Not the amount of damage.
because otherwise...
No, if an attack causes any damage, that happens.
Okay.
1, 2.
Right.
That's pretty high. Yeah, pretty high.
I feel like immolating would be a good thing right now.
That's your answer to so many things.
Yeah. But
I'm not even talking about in the game.
No.
I'm going to take more damage if I try and move away, though, aren't I? So
that's potentially.
and I'm already.
I could use an action so you don't.
One action per enemy.
Okay, so that's not going to work.
Ooh, that's a tough one, isn't it?
It is. All right, have we got anything that might help us? I could project. Does that know? But then he's still in the same place.
You could use a concussive grenade.
Can you use it in the same?
You
square?
can indeed. Oh no, sorry, it's a ranged weapon, so you can't. No, you're right.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
But it would have been fun.
Flashbang. Just hold it out, lit. Here, guys, look at this. Yeah. So.
Okay, I've got a lucky charm, so I could take a chance with a shot, but then it's on. Oh, it's not. It's on red dice, isn't it? So that's not particularly.
How much
good.
damage are you doing with your immolate currently?
+3.
So it will kill them both, which is a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it would also kill you.
Which is a bad thing.
Okay.
So you could move, or Liz could try attacking one of them in the first. You could both have a go at attacking one. So when you attack, someone else in your area can spend an action to upgrade one of your dice. So Liz could attack, and you could spend an action to upgrade one of those. So it'd be 2 yellows and a green.
Let's try that, eh?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because that's otherwise I'm going to take damage trying to move away.
So that's one of your actions as well, Adam.
Yeah.
And then
Real high.
Oh, that's not good, is it? That's
terrible,
a 2. So the difficulty was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. The bad news is that if you make a melee attack and don't get even one success, they damage you once as well in return. So you just take 1 point of damage and.
Yeah, right. Let's do this methodically.
So you take some damage,
right.
And then Living Flame kicks off. Oh,
Flame goes up.
1
twice,
and then
2.
flip the card.
Oh God. So Liz suffers damage equal to the roll of 3 yellow dice.
Yep.
Oh,
you're okay.
Well done.
If this knocks her out, all characters within 3 areas suffer 4 damage. Flip this card and reset the track. Otherwise, she is stunned. Flip the card and put the token on the lowest red space of the track.
So, for an agent, being stunned means you lose the rest of your actions this turn.
Okay.
So that's okay. That didn't go brilliantly.
Yeah, but I didn't melt down and kill everybody
thing.
Everywhere.
Good.
So,
right. What's next?
Well. Yeah. So plan A didn't quite work.
Okay, so we've got field dressings.
Yes.
Yeah, but I'm carrying it, and I'm stunned.
Okay, maybe we should do that.
You know when you suggest the course of that, just stop listening to what I say, guys. Basically, just ignore me completely.
Right. So I've got. I think my best course of action is just to shoot. Because I've got to take damage otherwise. So it's not going to be great.
Well, you can't shoot in the same area, so you're gonna have to.
Oh, it's ranged, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. I need to just fight, I guess, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Potentially.
Okay, we'll give it one shot and see what happens.
Liz will get him. Liz.
Liz. Okay, I have got my lucky charm, I can re-roll. So we'll see.
3s.
Okay, this will be nice. Okay, so we got
3s. That's 1 damage.
We got
That's
3. Yeah.
That's something.
Okay. So, and these guys have 3 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not going to be able to double it anyway, am I? I think I'm just going to keep trying to chip away at them, I'm going to take damage anyway, regardless of what the action is. So. Okay, we've got 3 again.
1 more damage. Okay, so that's that.
All right.
Okay. So resting's not an option right now. So into the doom phase.
As much as I would like to. Yeah. Right.
Could be a good thing.
This one, it's not Fluffy Bunnies again. Maybe that's the next one. Otherworldly Mist. During the next agent phase, agents can only draw a line of sight to adjacent areas.
It's not a massive thing. That comes over here because it's currently in play.
And we advance the track as well.
Yep.
Okay,
so you've got over halfway. Do you feel you've achieved half of what you set out to do?
I feel we've had a bit of sightseeing.
Yeah.
I think, yeah. Okay.
So then it's the end phase.
Yep.
Back around to the new round. Get your actions back in the
Okay.
refresh phase. And then the enemy's going to have a go. Now, the plus side is they're already in amongst you, so they're not doing any ranged attacks.
Yep.
So one of them's going to hit Johan, first of all.
Thank you.
Up close, so yellow dice.
So,
both going down. It's ridiculous.
come on, Johan.
He can do it.
So we've got 4.
4, so that's 1 success, which is 2 damage.
Okay,
Oh dear.
so we flip these to the other
Yep.
side. So this,
So you're losing out on fight actions and on shoot actions.
so
Downgrading red dice just gets rid of them. So
I lose 1 red dice.
Yes, so now when you fight, you're only rolling 2 red dice, which is
Okay.
less than ideal.
Yeah.
Liz then takes a hit.
Ooh. So
What you got? 1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 6. So that is doubled, so 1 point of damage.
Okay. Ooh,
Defense
defense
goes
has
down.
got to reds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're back here again.
Okay. So you're not stunned anymore, are you?
No, I have actions.
Okay.
One of them's nearly
Right.
dead.
Right. So field dressings only get rid of these.
They
don't
get rid of
Yeah.
one. Well, they heal 1 damage either way, so that will flip this back face down.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. And
I'm tempted to suggest
yeah.
going big or going home, using all our actions to beat them all down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hoping that we can then rest immediately after.
Yes. We need to get rid of them. Yeah. Okay. So I've now lost the dice from my fight
Shall
action.
I
So
go
Well, you can
first?
support him
yes.
with his actions and
that'll
let it
give
make
me
him better at the
one
fighting.
green dice, won't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Let's try that because it's got to be better than what I'm going to have with 2 red dice.
Go on.
Bring the pain.
So 6. You could. I don't think you want to re-roll that really.
Not really.
That's 2 damage on one of them, which you could put over here or put. You know, finish one off or put 2 damage on the other. I would do
let's
the latter.
put
Yeah.
let's put 2 on him.
Yep.
Well, why no?
Do you want to do the same again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's beat face. Stupid
Here we go.
frogman.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's enough for 1 damage. That's one of them dead.
Okay. Yeah. Let's just.
Yeah.
We need to get rid of them.
lot.
There you go.
And you got your BPR.
So you could
thing
use
symbol.
that when you. Oh, so you use it when you make
Shooting.
shooting actions.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
It kills
But-
them,
That's
yeah.
still 4,
Most importantly-
5, 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Excellent. So we're spent, but we're safe.
End of the agent phase, that goes away.
Okay.
Do you want to rest, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
quite nice.
yeah.
Thanks.
Not a bad idea, is it?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you both want to heal.
That would be
Probably.
nice as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 2 green dice
Yeah.
and heal that much.
Okay.
Okay.
And a point of heal can either flip a red, or if you've got no reds, it'll take your greys away.
Ooh.
That's good.
6.
So that would be
1 to flip it.
5.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah.
You're
Very
healed.
nice.
Okay, 6 would be nice for me as well, actually.
Yeah.
But 5.
Five,
That's
not
not
bad.
bad. So
1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5.
Game.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Lovely.
That's it. Ready to fight.
That was a
another day.
decent bit of
Yeah,
healing
Bit
there.
of
Yeah.
resting, yeah.
I thought that could have been.
Yeah.
That could have been.
I thought that was it.
And of course, it's gonna.
Yes, we do have
advance
advanced track, which is getting. We're on 7 now, so it's getting quite
Ooh.
close to 10.
Yeah.
But at least we've got a bit of help.
Now,
Yeah.
We've got a bit
here's
of
the important question: you can position yourselves wherever you like.
help. Ooh.
How do you want to do it?
Okay, so what was this on the bookcase again? What
So
are these
it's
tokens?
effectively it's a clue marker that you can
Yeah.
search multiple times. So you can search it twice.
Okay,
Which I think would give us the next clue.
potentially,
next
yeah.
button.
Yeah, so
Now, of course, you could project to get to it. So you can actually put yourself over there and then project over here and so project, search. That'd be.
okay.
So you could do that
So
if
then
you
it
wanted to
saves me-
progress.
yeah, and then it
that,
saves
that's
me
one
about-
thing.
Yeah, I do agree with that. But if I'm in the same space as either you or your projection,
Yeah.
I
It's gotta
get
be-
to upgrade one of your dice.
It's got to be in the same space as the projection.
Yeah.
For wherever the search is happening.
Okay.
So. But you don't really. He's
yeah,
green.
he's green. He's,
okay.
he's not
pretty
struggling.
good. What you
Okay.
could do.
Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't get the thing. Sorry, I was going to say you can swap equipment now if you wanted to. I wasn't sure if you'd got the investigative toolkit, but you didn't. You took the
Yeah.
warning charm.
Okay, so if I start there and then I can project to there next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then-
Where's Liz going over there as well?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's go for it, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So,
So,
it's now
new
action
round.
time. So
Oh, sorry. Deck of Doom.
take a turn, of course.
Mustn't
So
forget that.
Definitely fluffy bunnies.
Did I just advance that? I did, didn't I?
You did,
Yes,
yes.
yeah,
Cool. Mystical Power Surge. Each minion on the board heals, but we don't have any, so
But that goes up.
and then the track does go up one more.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so
we've got like 2 turns to.
right. I think I should do my searching first before you open that door.
Yeah.
Okay,
Absolutely.
so we'll put one there to search.
Yep.
We'll search the first one.
Yep. Go on.
And
what's
we've got 6, 7, 8 plus the skull.
The skull gets rid of your high scoring dice.
Okay.
Which is, and if you had, you can.
But I think I'll use my lucky charm. Do you think?
Good
Yeah.
thinking.
So
Yeah.
it does flip it. It does use it up, but it means I can re-roll that one.
Yeah.
Get another skull.
Of course it is.
So okay, so I'll lose my top one, but I'm left with
5. So
5.
that'll get rid of that and increase it by 1.
Okay, and then we'll do it again
Yep,
for the last
yeah.
one.
1.
And that is 3. That one doubles my highest, so it's 6 and 7.
Not quite enough to double it, but it'll do that, which is something.
Okay.
You got another insight. Not
Okay,
quite enough to
not
hit the
quite enough
marker
for the
though.
info marker.
So close that you should have had that. You should have had it, but no. So that's Johan all spent.
Okay.
What's Liz doing?
I'm going to open a door.
Yep. Go on then.
All right.
Right, and the first thing is a cabinet.
Cool. So that's the one.
That one.
Yep. Cabinets have got 3 tokens on. You can spend an action in the same area to heal 1 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That just it's got 3 uses basically.
In number 2 is a question mark.
That's a clue for you.
In number 3 is a frog swarm, so we're back in number 1, aren't we? Yeah. There we go. And then 2 frog monsters in number 4.
2.
Okay.
Right.
You got a plan, haven't you? I can tell.
Yeah, true. But I know what you're going to say.
Does it have the word fire in it?
Well, the thing
could
is,
read into it. Right. Okay. So, at the end of the turn, if they stay on the board,
yeah,
that's more doom, right?
only if there's 2 of them.
Only if there's 2 of them. Okay, but that could still be a thing, right? They
Yeah.
can just appear. But if I set fire to this square, I set fire to that as well, don't I?
Yeah.
Now, probably a good thing to do would be to set fire to the area with the frog monsters in,
But
because
there's a clue in there.
that is the downside.
And we do like those clues.
But
but
you're tantalisingly
Yeah,
close to the info
I know.
marker.
Yeah.
oh, la.
Can you impose like
Have you
a tick tock tick tock tick?
Yeah.
I don't know the video at this point. Yeah.
I am going to. I mean, if I set fire to anything in those 2 cubes is bad, right?
It's true. You got your gun. You can't just use normal
Yeah, you could shoot.
mortal bullets.
Yeah. Fine. I'll be a peon or something. So 1 action, I'm going to shoot the frog spawn.
Oh, you can't shoot frog swarms.
Okay.
You can only clear them by being in the same area as them. There was a point at which it was allowed in the rules, but it just seemed a little bit of an anticlimax. Really.
Yeah.
It's Hellboy firing at individual actual frogs. So yeah, you got to get in there.
I will shoot the dudes at the back.
Yeah.
For a lot.
That's
I'm going to reroll that 1.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
6, 7, 8.
It's 2 damage.
Excellent.
Pop those on one of them.
And I'm going to shoot him again
Yeah, do it.
Sounds like a plan.
for my final action. Pew pew pew. Freaking
3,
love pew
4,
pew
5,
guns.
6. Yeah.
6.
Yeah.
So-
Also, do you want to finish him off or put 2 damage on the other one? I think, to be fair, with them about to jump on you, killing one is probably a good thing.
Yeah, because they're both going to be alive otherwise, aren't they?
Yeah.
It doesn't
Cool.
harm their ability
No,
to
exactly.
harm you if you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Die, frog monster, die.
So that's that.
Nice.
Into the Doom phase.
Okay.
Fluffy
This
bunnies.
one, similar. Visions of the future.
Okay, cool.
Reveal the next 3 cards of the deck of Doom. Shuffle them and return them to the top of the deck.
They are there.
Yeah.
That goes over
Okay,
there.
Yeah, there's no increase
Give
on
them a
that
shuffle.
one. Okay.
Oh, you've taken time, so that's got away now.
Okay, perfect.
See what you've got.
Okay, do I read them? And...
So yeah, it's basically you got to get a look at what's coming.
Okay.
Then they're going to get
shuffle
shuffled
them.
back on.
Okay.
So
Okay, so from the shadows, spawn a frog monster in the priority target area
without
any
advancing.
increase. The end draws near with an increase, and the end draws near again with an increase. So we know it's going. We know we're going to hit.
Yeah.
In the next 3 turns, or at least in the next.
But so the game is not over when we
No,
hit
not at all. No,
point.
that means that the big confrontation begins.
But it would be nice to get that.
Before,
Yeah.
precisely. You know that you've got a limited time to do that.
Yeah. Okay. So. Right.
Are we?
Do
we get our act?
That was Doom phase.
That's
the
Doom phase.
end
So
phase now.
end phase happens. There's not enough frogs to trigger any more Doom. So it's into a refresh phase. Get your actions back.
Okay.
Do they? Oh, their actions is next, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now it's them. So one of them's going to jump at you, and he's going to go for Johan. Yep.
All the joy.
Go on, defense roll.
Okay. Luckily, you get his.
Oh, and you should have reset your cohesion as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
Because you're okay with that.
Marvelous.
And so we are now.
Yep.
On yellows as well because my damage disappeared before.
Mm-hmm.
And that
Yes.
is. Actually, that was 2, 3, 4 plus the BPRD, which
5, 6. That's good. You've doubled him. So that's 1 point of damage.
that's not too bad. I can live
Not
with
too
that.
bad at all. Yeah. Generally, there always be some damage to you.
Yeah.
So 1's about as good as you can hope for.
Mm-hmm.
That's the end of his go. So it's over to you guys.
Okay.
Cool.
So I think I'm gonna project and get that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll spend 1.
Yeah.
To
You're actually better off moving because you're going to get the penalty from being in your area if you.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
So but
Unless you want me to stomp face first.
Oh, you could do. Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, is it?
Yeah.
If in doubt.
Stomp face.
Yeah. Why not?
And always stay in school.
Oh dear.
There.
Reroll. That's actually not a bad roll other than that.
Yeah. Excellent.
Oh, that's an amazing roll. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's dead.
Yes.
One shot killed him.
That was a stomp.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Ran past the headshot.
Yeah. So I'll now use my 1 to. Do they swarm do anything?
No.
They're all right. Okay.
Yep.
So 1 to there.
Yep.
1 for my roll.
Yep.
Come on. That's not too bad. So we've got
Good.
4, 5, 6, 7.
That's 1. That's all you need.
Okay.
So I'm just going to flip this marker.
Yeah. So
You've seen enough to know that a colossal frog monster may be nearby. If an agent examines the brown point of interest, which is there, you find a mystical sigil which will repel the giant frog monster. You take this card.
Oh, I shot.
So give you a bonus in the confrontation.
okay.
So
I can't get there.
Right.
If I use 2 actions to run.
you can do it while resting,
Yeah.
or you can project and do it.
I could project, but I can't do another one to interact with. So
it'd
I'd
be
have to do it next turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ramping up now, isn't it?
It is.
So I'll move that as well. So
Yeah.
don't forget. So
And then Liz, what do you want to do? You can move in and get rid of the frogs.
Yeah.
or
Or
you've got 2 left, haven't you?
yeah.
If I use mine to try and shoot at the frogs,
Oh, you can't shoot.
Can't shoot.
oh, so you can't.
No.
Can you investigate while the frogs are there?
You can, but you have to be in that area, which you're not going to be able to do.
But you could still investigate,
could.
couldn't you?
All it'll do is heal damage on Liz, which she hasn't got. Basically, it's a big
Oh,
big
right.
rack of
Yeah,
benefits.
Ah,
there's
sorry.
heals,
Okay.
So,
Yeah. I was thinking we might be able
oh,
to
right.
get up
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
next.
no.
All right. Okay. So there's not much. I wonder whether you just run past to get. If you can get her there,
Yeah.
can we rest with frog spawn?
You can, yeah.
Yeah. If we get there to rest, and then next turn I could project back to get that,
Yeah.
and then we've got a bit more information to move on. Then, haven't we? Should we do that?
Yeah. So you can only clear frog spawn. You can't
Yes.
shoot them. I can't
Yes.
set them on fire.
Precisely.
Right.
Okay.
To be fair, you've not got much else that you can do with your
No,
actions.
but I'm sort of thinking that I might as well move and then try and clear the frog spawn.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because at the end of the rest action, we can position ourselves anywhere anyway,
Yeah.
can't we?
yeah.
So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
And then roll a yellow. Yep, you done it. You can make your own mind
Get
as
out
to what
of
that means, what that represents, how you got rid of them.
Yeah.
Stop.
Just shoot them towards the entrance. Sure. Off you go, guys. Off you go.
Just open the door. How you go?
Yeah.
Into the fire.
Okay, I've got one left. I could do a
some
field
repairs.
repair.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, so I might as well use that. So I roll a red die on a 1 or more. I heal. Yes, I don't.
That's a yellow guy.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm seeing the
You're
red.
selling yourself
the
short.
red colours there. Sorry.
Hey,
One.
there you
Yeah,
go.
I heal 1.
That's good.
Yes.
Okay, so you're in a pretty... I mean, that's not great, but you're in a decent position amongst
Yeah.
yourselves. So do you want to rest, is my question.
Yeah. So we can. You don't need to heal, but you can. You can.
I don't
move.
need to heal.
Now, resting
It's gonna
is
push
going
that
to
doom
push
trap
that up.
Yeah.
You can't get this while resting. You can only get clues.
Yeah.
So I would say probably don't rest right now.
Yeah.
I'd go straight into a new turn.
Sounds good.
So,
But you could project yourself there, right?
yeah, absolutely.
From where he is.
Yeah.
Next turn.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, Deck of Doom. And draws near, so it's just one of those.
Oh, okay, so we're one away.
And so this is going to be potentially your last turn, unless that card comes out that hasn't
It's
got anything
50,
on it. So,
it's 50-50, isn't it? But maybe we won't go up the doom trap.
So it's a new round. Get your actions back and do your stuff.
Okay. At the start.
So yeah, what do you want to do basically?
Do your thing.
Project.
Yeah,
For
there
one.
it is.
And then search.
It's a useful ability that you know.
Isn't
you
it?
can
Just,
sort of,
yeah.
get yourself around the board.
Okay, so I
That and your
search
greens,
that one, yeah. Okay.
You just need 4.
Okay, so we got 3, 4 plus the BPRD.
Now you can use that.
Yeah. So
When testing that.
yes, to spend to advance information.
So you can just, even though you're not doing it, you can just use some deduction to advance that by 1, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Which you still got enough though.
Yeah.
To get this card.
Okay.
And that comes into your possession during the confrontation. You're going to get bonuses to your defense basically against the big scary monster.
Okay.
Which is a good
Feel
thing.
like we're gonna need that.
Yeah. But it wasn't enough to advance to the next square.
It
Is that
wasn't.
Right? Yeah.
No.
Okay. Right. So, and I've got 1 left.
Yeah. So think ahead here, because what you've got is potentially the confrontation's about to begin.
Yeah.
How much trouble do you want to make for yourselves? Because opening a door is a gamble at this point.
Yeah.
So if you open a door, you might get lots of monsters on there, which is probably a bad thing. You might find some clues which could advance that to the next thing. The lunchbox might fall off the side there and start all of us. Yeah.
Those damn frogs are everywhere.
Incidentally, that is the coolest lunchbox.
It's awesome, isn't it? I don't know whose it is. It's an awesome piece of prop. That's all I know.
When you said that, I just pictured a small child sat at school like...
So suddenly got this.
I saw it on the way here. And, so, guys, what do you want to do?
So the crazy person in me wants you to open that door, or one of the doors, and then with my actions, I will step in and immolate.
Okay.
I mean,
But that might not be the best thing. That could just be the...
It might be worth saving that immolate.
Yeah.
Because you never know when it might come in handy.
This is true.
So where I'm projecting to here at the minute,
Yes.
do I need to project back? Do I need?
No, not at all. Basically,
so I could just move as normal now.
Yeah, you
Okay.
you've split your essence
Yeah.
between two different places.
Okay.
But, as you said, or as James said, the next piece of doom we get is going to set off the encounter.
And it's a 50-50 as to whether that happens at the end of this turn or next turn.
Yeah.
Yes, because we know one of those
So,
two cards is
yeah.
going to do it. I know. What do you think? You've still got your 3 actions left, haven't you?
I've still got the full 3 actions, but there's not a lot that I can actually do. I could heal you using the field dressing, but
That's actually not a bad shout.
it's going to heal you 1 out of the potential 2 that I
yeah.
could heal you.
Okay. Oh, and then then it's used, isn't it? Sorry,
You flip it over, and on the back of it, you'll see it's you can basically you get 2 uses out of it.
Yeah, okay. So I could then spend an action to heal a total of 2. So yeah, it's 2 actions.
Okay.
So do we want to do that in preparation?
Yeah, give it our best shot then.
We'll do that then.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Oh, no, you haven't taken time, have you, since you used that? No, so
No.
that's still there. Okay.
I mean,
Did you increase this at the start of your agent phase?
I did, yeah.
Yeah,
I went
cool.
up, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna stoke the fire
Yeah, nice.
in preparation.
Just getting ready for it.
Just get yourself right to the top there.
Yeah.
Basically, it's like you're on a seesaw, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? You don't want to go too far or you're
It's
going to
like,
tumble.
I think that's probably it, isn't
I
it?
think you're pretty much...
Yeah, I think we're just getting ready
So
for
it's
the
the
battle
doom
now, aren't we?
phase.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a real sense of
Oh.
anticipation there. Go on, what you got?
Spawn a frog monster in the priority target
Oh,
area.
so into Liz's area.
So...
Right in the area. That's... I'm
going to melt your face. Yeah, so he's going to attack me, isn't he?
He is going to attack you first, yes. So, defense roll. Get your actions back first.
Oh no.
Oh, no! Oh, that's the worst thing that could have happened.
I'm going to explode.
This is really bad. Okay.
Oh,
2, 3, 4, 5.
5. So that's going to be 1 success. That's 2 points of damage.
Oh, dear. I'm exploding.
Oh no!
Oh, this is happening.
Okay, well, to be fair, it's not going to be that bad because it's not. It's only really bad if you're already wounded.
Okay. Liz suffers damage equal to my yellow dice.
3 more damage. Okay. Okay.
Could be worse.
Worse things happen at sea.
Yeah.
You know.
Right. If this knocks her out, it doesn't knock me out.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're not exploding.
Okay.
That's good.
So that goes back, and that goes down to there.
Okay.
There we go. This is fine. Totally
Tis
fine.
but a flesh wound.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold it. Hold it.
A box of medikits right
Yeah,
in front
there
of
is.
me. Like...
Get all of that into your pockets. Yeah. So you guys have a turn now. What are you gonna do?
Right. Do you think we need to get rid of him?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Then I could throw a grenade.
You could.
Is Liz
No, he's only
immune to them?
concussive.
Okay.
So it won't hurt Liz,
Right.
but it will stun him. So all it'll do is it'll basically put him down for a round. It'll still potentially hurt him a bit.
Yeah.
But it's gonna stop him doing anything at the end in the next turn. So
Okay.
I don't know how useful it is.
No, we'll hang on to it. I think for now.
Yeah.
Shall I try? I think we'll try a shot. So he uses yellow dice for his.
You're going to downgrade 1 because Liz is there.
Okay, so we'll go down to a red.
Yep.
And we'll try shooting him.
Go for it.
And we've got 3
3
with a re-roll.
Even if you re-roll it, even if you get 2 2s on your 2 yellows,
Yeah.
that'll still be 5. So it's still going to do 1 damage either way. So he's taking 1 damage.
All right. And then might as well go again, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just do one of those reliably every turn, you'll be all right.
Okay, that one doubles my
Yes,
highest.
that's another damage.
Yep, another damage.
Go on, one more. Just pot shots.
Just chipping away.
Yeah.
And that one.
Yeah,
is-
yeah, he's done.
Oh, yeah.
Johan unleashes.
Johan.
It was a potato gun, but he got him in the end.
Nice. And then he's going to ransack the cupboard.
One heal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically 1 action per heal.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, or
Blip,
just
blip,
clear
blip.
3 of them, which is the maximum it can do.
You didn't want these, right?
No, it's fine.
You're
I'm
okay.
feeling quite.
Yeah, exactly.
Excellent.
Good stuff.
Right.
So-
Just an eye, apparently.
Now, actually, if you wanted, you could rest. Because that happens before the Doom phase.
Yeah.
And you get a rest before that advances, so you could do 1 last bit of healing.
Yeah, that's not a
I
bad
like
shout, isn't
healing.
it? Yeah,
I do
that's fine.
like healing.
So,
Excellent.
yeah, basically you can each roll 2... Well, you don't need
Yeah.
to, you're fine.
No.
You can roll 2 green dice, though.
Okay.
Heal that much.
3.
That's
Excellent.
good.
Right.
Lovely.
Doom goes up by 1,
Yeah, which means dun
but we
dun.
knew that was coming in the Doom
You did.
phase anyway. So
So I'm going to flip this card.
okay.
boss music.
There's a deep rumbling and the ground begins to shake. Before the agents know it, the floor gives way and they're pitched into an ancient crypt. So we're going to discard this card. We're going to get down to case file card 8, which is this one here. And it says don't flip this till instructed. And we're going to flip it now. The room is large with shadows blotting out the ceiling. How far underground is this exactly? Before you have the time to take in your surroundings, something moves in the shadows. Something massive. The current round ends.
Right.
We discard this card. We're going to reset the board. There we go. Through the power of editing, we've reset the board. So this is the room you guys have found yourselves in. So the case file deck tells us to set the agents up here. We get a frog monster in each of these. Now I will tell you, it also says, because the confrontation hit there, because it came about because we hit there, any remaining frog monsters that were on the board would also have come into this as well.
Oh.
So
we did
it's
well.
a good thing you killed
Yeah.
that guy.
Yeah.
And then...
There.
Put it out of shot. Too far
Oh.
away. The giant frog monster! Oh dear.
Wow.
He's a big lad, isn't he?
He is.
Such a cool model.
He's awesome, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, that's that one. And then this card comes in. So this card comes into play. From now on, the rest and doom phases are skipped. There's no more rest phase, no more doom phase.
Okay.
One upshot of that is that there's no more doom, which is fine. I mean, how much worse can it get? But more importantly, the no rest phase means if you get knocked out, you're not coming back.
Right.
Okay. When attacking the giant frog monster, an agent can spend an insight, that's these things, to upgrade all of their dice. And you can spend it, so if you attack, you can spend an insight to it. Basically, you
Okay.
go, oh, shoot him in the nads, or whatever it might be. If he's defeated, the case is closed and you win.
Okay.
If you're all knocked out, it's game over.
Right.
And his card is part of the case file deck. Here he comes. He's pretty scary.
Wow.
More to the point as well, the minions, You're in their nest. They're now enraged frog monsters.
Ooh.
So they've leveled up, and he's here. So he's got 12 points of damage, and a damage difficulty of 4 to hurt him. So he's pretty tasty. But he has a rule: whenever he moves into an area containing scenery, remove 1 piece and end his move. So basically, you can get him to, you can slow him down while there's some scenery on the board. Also, you've got the info mark. You found the mystical sigil.
Yes.
So the agent carrying that and any other agents in the same area upgrade all your dice when defending against him.
Okay.
So that was really worth getting.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's worth sticking together.
Yep.
Oh no, it's area, isn't it?
Area is one of these.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's the end of. So that ended the round. So we're into a new round.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get your actions back, and then the enemies get to have a go.
Oh.
Because there's 2 different groups of enemies.
Yeah.
They go in order based on the card. So first of all, the enraged frog monsters.
Yeah.
And you're both in the same area, so they both just come straight towards you.
Okay.
So move of 2. Yeah. It hasn't really come up, but just so you guys know, if there's ever a point where you need to make a decision and you can't decide, whoever's furthest forward on the queue gets to make the call.
Okay.
Because they're the ones who get hit next anyway.
Yeah.
So they've moved in. That ends their go. Giant frog monster moves straight towards you. He's got a move of 2, and he moves towards the area with the most agents in.
Okay.
So he's going to go...
Smash and destroy a table.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, as well, that cabinet is also fully stocked. And the bookcase is not that it matters, because you could, gathering additional information. Oh, actually, that's not bad. You could get an insight if you're feeling particularly.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
I do, yeah.
Because it's right there, isn't it?
Right. So.
And I think that you astral projection to go and do it. It's hiding behind a table.
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Oh, so yeah, the other thing that things do. So the lectern.
Yeah.
Isn't going to do anything here. Generally, you can use it. Also, you can use it actually to increase information gathered.
Okay.
You can also use it to decrease the doom track.
Oh.
If you're lucky with it, but that's not going to happen now. The table, if you're in it and you get attacked, you can upgrade 1 die.
Okay.
You can hide behind it, basically.
Right. So, bearing in mind we only need 1 to get a bit more, and this upgrades all of the dice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's worth projecting to here.
Yep.
1 to roll my 3 green.
Do it.
To search.
Difficulty 6 because there are bad guys in your room.
Okay, so that one doubles that one. So that's 2, 3, 4.
Oh dear, not enough.
Okay, so is there anything we can do? We've already spent that one.
Did take time though, didn't you? So that came back.
Oh, I didn't realise that comes back.
Yes, whenever you take time, that you get back.
Okay, yeah. Oh, sorry, yeah, I didn't read that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it again.
Nice.
It means we can re-roll any amount.
Yeah.
I'd leave the black one, I think.
Yeah.
Do you want me to use an action?
You'd have to come into the same
I'd have to
area.
be there rather than next to you, yeah.
That's better.
Like
okay,
it.
so that's
Whoa.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10, so that's not quite doubled, but it is enough to do that and get your insight.
That's what we wanted.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lovely.
Right, so now we're in a bit
One
of
of those then comes off, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
1 book has been read. Speed reading, you
Very-
know.
very good.
That one.
Okay, so now I've got 1 left. You've got your 3.
Yeah.
Your shooting is on the green dice. So
Yeah.
Can you? Oh, you add a white, don't you, to the green dice if you upgrade?
That's the way fighting works. With shooting, you can't upgrade. So you can't really interfere with it with the shot. What happens though is if you're in the area, you downgrade 1 unless you spend an action.
Right.
So it's not the flip side.
Okay. So if I use my gun now, I'm normally yellow dice.
Yep.
I can use one of these to upgrade.
If you're attacking the big guy, yeah, you can do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Is that a thing to do? Do you think?
Probably. I mean, start dealing damage as soon as you can. I say.
Okay. So
Get rid of that. Yep.
Put that out of the way. So
Upgrade all to green.
up to green, and then let's see what we can do.
Yeah, do it.
I'm even going to very thematically just
Yeah.
point them in the right direction. Okay, so not great, but 4, 5, 6.
That's 1 damage on him.
Okay.
I mean, it's a start.
It is.
Start.
Yeah. Okay. So that's me. That's me done.
Right. How difficult are these enraged monsters?
They've
now?
got difficulty of 3 with 4 damage each. They're not happy that you're there.
Yeah. They're a bit upset.
Okay. I'm gonna nuke 1.
Yep.
I'm gonna nuke this.
Yep.
One.
Cool.
I think. Yeah.
You are.
Not skull.
Yeah.
There we go.
Reroll,
Yeah.
that's
You don't need the reroll, do you?
So it's 5, 6, 7,
Plus your living flame.
8, 9.
9, so that's doubled, so 2 damage. He's halfway dead.
Nicely done.
Reduce living flame, so that goes down by 1.
Yep.
I'm going to increase my living flame.
Yeah, nice.
And then I'm gonna nuke it again.
Yep.
Do you think?
Yeah.
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 Might as well try and take some of the damage off the board.
On greens.
Yeah. And I need to roll the black.
Yeah.
There we go. 6, 7.
7. Yeah,
8,
he's gone.
9.
9. Okay, brilliant.
Boom. Lovely.
Don't run that way.
Absolutely.
Right.
Okay. So that's the end of that. So it's the Doom phase. But nothing happened. We're skipping the Doom phase.
Yes.
Into the end phase. Roll for that fire. See what happens.
Ooh. 1.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. A 3 would have been interesting at this point. Okay, that is now the new round. So get your actions back. And then it's the enemy phase. So enraged frog monsters first. He's going to do a ranged attack, which is going to target Johan. So make a defense roll.
Okay, so defense.
Difficulty 3.
Okay, it's my yellows. And he's got the skull again.
Oh, the skull gets rid of one of your top success.
So that gets rid of a 2. That went 3.
3. So one let's take 2 damage.
Okay, so.
Then he's going to leap in and have a go at Liz.
There's healing kits over there. It's totally fine.
Run to the cupboard.
Adam, go for it. Defense roll for Liz.
4.
4. So that's 1 success to 2 damage.
Okay.
Which is going to increase your living flame.
Oh.
Yeah.
Getting warm now.
Yep.
Right.
So
And
it
then
normally go up by
the big
1,
guy.
but I'm in red, so it goes up by 2.
He's going to jump into that and stop. So you've got a little bit of grace there.
But not a lot.
No. The next turn he's going to be on you
Okay.
in a big way. He's going to range attack you, then jump on you.
Right.
And when he attacks in melee, he hits everyone in his area. So splitting up might be a good idea.
Yeah.
Although, of course, this thing is pretty handy. It lets you...
Oh, yeah, we upgrade our defense dice, don't we?
yeah.
Okay.
Is that just for one roll?
It's whenever you eat,
Yeah.
so whenever he attacks you,
us.
yeah,
Okay.
you upgrade all your defense dice.
So. Hmm.
We can't really run until we kill that other frog monster, can we?
Well,
That's
it's
a
going to
fun,
follow
yeah.
you or hurt you, basically.
Yeah. Okay.
Just bring it with you. Come on, lad.
So. Yeah, do you want to... I'm wondering if we try and take this one out,
Yeah.
and then if we move to here together,
Yeah.
or we move to here and
It might be an idea.
one of us
actually.
heals, sorry, or both of us heal,
Yeah.
and then maybe have we got enough to get a shot at him as well?
Maybe.
Yeah, but we need to get rid of this guy first.
Yeah, we do.
Okay, right. So, I'm on red dice for attacking.
Those
I'm on the
insights are going to make Liz really scary against the big frog monster, especially with your
Yeah.
living flame where it is now.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. Just to don't let me.
Well, I'm on yellow
Yeah.
in melee.
Yep.
So, shall I just stomp face at
Yeah.
least once
Yeah.
and see what
Yeah.
happens?
Let's see
yeah.
what
Yeah.
let's see what goes.
So it's 3s you're after.
Okay.
Oh, there's the risk in it.
I'm going to
Because
re-roll that.
yeah, well, hang on. If you reroll that one,
Yeah.
maximum you get is 5. You need 6 to do double damage to him, so you have to reroll both the 1s and get 2 2s. So odds are, well, you've got exactly as much chance of it's completely
double
okay,
one again.
Yeah, you're fine. So
That's
that's
right.
just 1 point of damage to him.
Okay.
That was one action. Okay. And we need to do 3 damage to them, don't we?
4 damage.
4
now.
damage
Yeah.
to them.
He's coming, isn't he? Regardless. But
Yeah.
We've got the defense bonus, which
Yep.
but we could do with being healed, couldn't we? As well.
Yeah. We could just
We could
kite
run.
him with us.
Yeah.
So I mean, you could now have a shot at the big guy if you wanted to, while he's at least not in your area. That's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I could boost it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
do
so
it.
that makes me go to white dice, doesn't it?
Yes, indeed.
Ooh. Right. So there's another one spent.
Multiples of 4 you're looking for here. Don't forget, and you
Come on.
add
And I'm
the
adding
living
3.
flame. So, re-roll. Maybe the 1 and the 2.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Oh, 2. Okay.
Don't
that's
listen to what I say.
6,
Never listen to what I say.
7, 8, 9.
9. So that's
2
2
points of damage.
Yep. So,
Okay.
yeah, I've got a lovely 3 marker here.
Okay. Right.
Okay, so he's a quarter of the way dead.
Okay.
You know, it's
And we are
good,
most
you know.
of the way down.
No, you guys are okay for now.
Do
So-
we want to do it? Do we want to shoot again?
At him.
Yeah, with the white dice, using this.
Yeah, if you want.
I mean, while you got the chance, it might be an idea.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, you've got your charm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Reroll
that.
charm, which gives you +2.
Nice.
So that would be 6, 7,
now
8.
you could also use your BPRD to focus.
You can advance or reduce your living frame by 3.
Which would immediately give you a bonus on the roll.
But it puts me over the top.
Up to 3, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
up
but
to
up
3.
to 3. Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, it doesn't mean
so,
as soon as anyone breathes on you,
Yeah.
you're going to explode, potentially. Although you just take some damage and reset. You're not damaged
Yeah.
enough for it to be a real bad thing.
So let's work this out. So if I go up to that, that's going to make that 4,
Yep.
right? But that gives me +2, doesn't it?
Yes. So,
So
3, 4,
that'd be
5,
3,
6.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 3,
Well, actually,
4,
yeah.
5, 6.
So what's it on currently? That's on...
It's on +2.
So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10.
Yeah.
It's actually the
It's
same
going to
either
be
way.
exactly the same.
So actually,
So-
you might as well leave it at that and keep your living flame where it is.
Yeah, so I'm going to do that and do 10.
So that's 2 damage.
Okay,
And then that would reduce by...
so he's on 5 damage, and that leaves him with 7 left, doesn't it?
Yeah. Now you could potentially take some more damage in the
Yeah.
end phase because of the fire. So
Well,
that's something.
And I've got mine as well at the minute.
Yep.
So he rolls yellow dice for his attacks. I might as well.
What are you going for?
There's no point. He's the threat, isn't he?
So all you've got to do to win is take the big guy out.
Okay.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Well, that's where
Let's
it's
focus
going then. Yeah. Okay. So first attack. Okay, we've got 2, 4, and I'll re-roll that one. 6.
1 more damage.
Okay.
He's
Use
halfway
my
dead.
Second action to do the same again. Okay, that one doubles my biggest one,
4,
so
5,
4,
6.
5, 6.
Yep, that's 1.
And my last one to do the same again. He's just holding on for dear life.
Yep.
Oh, not so good. 3
Not
this
enough.
time.
Not enough.
Okay. Right. Now the trouble starts.
Yeah. So end phase, roll for the fire.
So
which one first?
So the one on him.
He takes 1 damage.
Hooray. And the other one. Would,
Nothing.
Yeah, cool.
Okay.
I was
Okay.
really expecting that to blow up.
New round, get your actions back.
Okay. And now it's the bad guy's turn.
Yeah.
So does he target whoever's?
So they'll go in order. So
Target
he'll
person.
have a go first. So he's going to hit Johan.
Yeah. Okay. And
Oh, no,
Johan's yellow dice for his defense.
Yep.
Okay,
That's
so
not bad.
that's 6, 7.
7.
Nice.
He's got a melee of 3. So that's 2 successes. That's 1 damage.
1 damage. That's not
That is
too
not
bad.
too bad.
Result.
Now.
Then the big guy. First of all, he'll make a ranged attack, which is going to target
Oh.
Liz.
Okay.
So Liz, take a defense roll. He's got a difficulty of. You're upgrading all your dice.
Yeah, you upgrade, so greens.
So greens. Difficulty of.
Difficulty of
52.
3.
Okay. Oh, that's not
Wow,
too bad.
6.
So 6.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Tripled it. You're absolutely fine.
Oof.
I take no damage.
No, nothing at
Brilliant.
all. What the hell? Yeah. Then he jumps in.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
And then he come to play.
Yep. So he's now going to hit both of you. So
Okay.
each of you got to make a,
Right.
a
Defense.
roll. But again, you upgrade everything, which is
upgrade
good.
it. Okay, so I need big numbers again.
You do. And this is difficulty 4. Sorry.
Okay, so we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So
7.
only
So that's
one
success, which is 2 damage.
Okay, so I take 1 damage. And
2 damage. Oh, it's going to flip.
one.
Yep.
Which is,
Punching.
yeah, he's not quite so good in melee.
New. One of your arms is locked up.
Oh.
2, 3,
It's
4.
not even enough.
2 damage.
4. So I take 2 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Right.
Okay, that wasn't
It wasn't disastrous.
catastrophically
No.
bad.
No.
That was
But we are stuck. And
Yeah.
it's hard to get away
Yeah.
now to
Yeah.
use range shots.
start of the
isn't it?
agent phase. You've got an injury, so you're going to lose some cohesion.
Oh, yeah. So that goes down.
Yep. Now, if that goes off the bottom, you get knocked out.
Okay.
So
That's not
might
good.
be
That's
worth
not
going
good.
and trying to heal up before anything else happens.
Yeah. But I can't escape, can I?
You can move away, but take some damage, or Liz can hold him down potentially. But that means then Liz is in the square on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then, I mean,
Well, it's going to take me 2 actions to get across there, isn't it?
one action lets you move 2 areas. That we 1 action to just move up to there.
So you want to get across and want to heal.
Sorry, yes, indeed, yeah.
So that's going to take me 2 actions. But I think I need to do it.
I took damage.
Oh, so your
You
flame
did,
goes up.
I know what you're thinking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go.
Yeah.
Go on. Go.
Run!
I'm going to use an
Okay.
action to keep the big boss with me.
And if you take 1 damage,
Okay.
Yeah.
what do you think?
And then
or take the frog monster with you. Either frog monster goes with you, or you can take some damage. Your choice.
I would suggest taking damage because I'm going to kill that frog monster in a minute.
And I'm
Yes.
going to
And
heal.
then you're going to heal.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's your move.
Yeah.
And then you can spend 2 to just empty the cabinet and heal both things back, maybe.
Yes.
What do you reckon?
How many wounds does the giant frog have left?
What's he on?
He's on
6,
6
7,
and
8.
8.
So he's got 4 left.
4 left.
Oh.
Okay. Right. So I used 1.
Unless you just want to take 2 wounds. If you take an extra wound,
Yeah,
I can kill him.
it's fine. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm going to heal, aren't I?
Yeah.
So,
Second action and third action, both of them to heal with the.
yes.
Yeah, so 2 of them, and you just heal 2 damage.
Okay. So heals.
Adam.
Do your stuff.
I'm going to immolate.
Yeah.
No, sorry. My first action,
Yep.
I'm going to increase living flame by 1.
Oh, what a perfect finale. Here it is.
And with my final 2 actions, I'm going to immolate and deal 4 damage to everyone in my
Oh,
You're going to take him out and, of course, kill the giant
Yes.
monster. There it is.
Oh.
Well
Wow,
played.
that was close.
That was an
very
ending.
close.
Yeah.
That will also, of course, put fire everywhere around you.
Yeah.
The important thing is, you've won, guys.
Wow.
What do we get? To leave alive?
The satisfaction of a
I'm
job well
fine with
done.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy that?
That was awesome.
That was excellent. Really, really enjoyed it.
Brilliant
Yeah.
stuff.
I said briefly before when we turned the camera for a second, from going from the playtest to where the game is now, the difference is unbelievable. It's the same game with the same theme, but all of those little tweaks, the way that the threat of the impending doom, the investigations really feel like they advance the game, and there's a reason to investigate. It's an excellent game.
Nice one. How did you find it?
Brilliant. So I didn't play the playtest, but sitting down and playing it now, it feels like a completely polished game. Really. Definitely play again.
Yay.
Definitely play it again.
Nice one.
Yeah, looking forward to this.
Cheers, guys.
So, if depend upon the date, the Kickstarter will be live from the 25th of April, which is a Wednesday, and I assume it'll be live for about a month.
Ish, yeah, probably.
So I'm assuming when this video goes up, the Kickstarter will be live. So head across. I'll put the link down in the description so you can head straight across and back it. And thanks very much for watching. See you in the next video.